Does your English ever just stop? I was talking to a friend earlier and couldn't for my life say contemplating. Game sounds. Tongue, 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 saburo. Not the brain rot. Not the brain rot. Sorry, I had to re-say that because I forgot I was muted there for a second. As I was unmuting everything and getting everything set up. But yes, no, I totally get what you mean. I also, like, you know when you keep saying a word over and over and over again, and then the word just suddenly just stops sounding like a real word? Because you just hear the word so many times that your brain's like, am I saying that correctly? Is that the right word? Is that the word? Is that spelled correctly? Why does this word feel weird? It's just gibberish, yeah. But no, I totally get what you mean. So yeah. Yesterday I did over 6 hours. So if you are a little behind, we are already on day 11. But we're just heading into day 11 here out of day 100. At least I think that there's 100 days. The game says 100 days, but you know, with these kinds of games, there's always a plot twist. So I would not be surprised if the 100 is not the end, or there's some big reveal. But so far the game's been really fun. I've been enjoying the hell out of this game. Audio guide? Ooh, we get the music. Nice. Oh, okay, I love that. So these are the current videos I have unlocked. Nice. These cutscenes are so cool. So there is gonna be some big spoilers. We're 6 hours and you call your Discord members nerds. Okay. Alright. Listen, this game is so fun! This game is so fun. It's made by my two favorite video game series creators. Kodaka, who made Danganronpa and all of his games, and the creator of the AI, the Somnium Files. On top of that, they've got like some of my favorite stuff. They got the artist from the Danganronpa series. They got my favorite music composer of any video game, Masafumi Takada, who made all the music for the Danganronpa games and subsequent Kodaka games. Like Kodaka and Masafumi Takada, all three of them seem to just be really tight-knit, where they all just have been working together ever since the beginning of Danganronpa, and all of their skills have gotten better and better. Kodaka's writing has gotten better. Masafumi Takada's music has gotten better, even though it was already a banger to begin with. And the artist and the animation, so beautiful. Oh my goodness. But yes, I am so excited. So there is some spoilers. If you're not ready, you know, I'm just gonna let you know there's some big spoilers if you haven't been here since the last time that will be pretty much made obvious. But yeah, no, I am loving this game. I am loving this game so much. But, if you don't mind the spoilers, then feel free to stay. Dun, 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 dun. No, actually, I don't think that there's gonna be any murder in this game. I don't think that this game is gonna have murder like the other ones. I actually had a revelation, right? So, oh crap. Here we go. Darumi is one of the characters I really like, and her whole thing is that she keeps talking about, oh man, it's so boring that no one's died, I really want to see someone dying, I really wish this was a murder game, why hasn't anyone died yet, blah blah blah. And I realized that I think this was at the very end of my last stream, I think she's supposed to represent all the people that keep begging Kodaka to make another killing game, like another Danganronpa, or like even beyond. And I think that that's what she's representing, because her whole thing is she's just constantly talking about how she wants someone to die, she wants to see a killing game, how it's boring, blah blah blah. And I feel like she's representative of all the people that like keep asking him for him to just make killing games, or it's like he that's just a theory, but that's my theory on her character from like what what I've seen. Yes, she likes adult games. When I first was reading through all these yesterday, I was like, Yeah, no, and then when the rec room first opened last night, she was talking about how she really likes depressing eroge and like the really extreme stuff, and I was like, oh god. I still really love her character, but she's extreme as hell. But yeah, she's one of my favorite characters. What was I gonna say though? But yeah, no one's died except for drum roll for the spoiler. The mascot. The mascot's dead, so one of the students, Hiriko, has taken over, and she's being very extreme. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to meet. So basically, she took over after he died, right? And she was one of the people that was like really big on everyone fighting. And now she's gotten to the point where she's like, she basically told them at the beginning of this day, the beginning of day 11, right before I saved. She was like, hey, I'm gonna, y'all have to leave. All of you have to leave right now. If you're not gonna fight, she told all the non-fighters, she's like, if you're not gonna fight, I'm kicking you out. And so then the main character was like, no, please give them some time. Let them stay here. And she was like, alright. And so then afterwards, they were like, wasn't that super easy? Like, you didn't have to argue with her or anything. She just let them stay an extra 5 days. And they were like, do you think that she set that up from the beginning to try to get us to change their mind? So right now in the game, the main character has to try to convince the 5 people that aren't fighting to fight. The 5 people that still have yet to fight, he has to try to convince all 5 of them. And I'm just about to start that with Tsubasa here. So let's see how this goes. With any luck, we'll be able to convince all of them. But yeah, no, this one seems to be a game where everyone's supposed to work together. So, I don't think anyone's going to be killing each other. I rang the doorbell to Tsubasa's room. After a short while, the door slowly opened. What is it, Takumi? Is it Hiriko again? If you don't mind, I just want to be left alone. Actually, I came here on my own. Here, I brought you something. I figured you'd be hungry. Are those sandwiches for me? Yeah, I thought we could sit and eat together. It's just that I don't want Hiriko to catch us, so would you mind letting me in? Of course. Come on in. Welcome to my room, you beautiful sandwiches. You too, Takumi. What am I? A consolation prize? Oh yeah. She basically told all of them that they weren't allowed to use the facilities. So all of them haven't been allowed to eat for like 2 days now. So they're all practically starving. So the people, the fighters that are like, when they all came up with the plan, they were like, you should go and sneak them food as like a way of like trying to get on their good side. So when you go to talk with them, you know, they'll let their guard down, and they might open up to you if you go up to them with food. What do you mean even if they lose a fight? Like if they lose a fight, you don't, I don't think they'll die. So the thing is that I don't think you were here when it happened, but in the very, very first battle, one of them did die. But there's this thing called the Revivomatic. So basically, there's a machine that brings them back to life, basically. So it's literally impossible for them to die so long as they have the machine. There is a time limit, apparently, so the drones have to collect them within a certain time and put them in the machine. But outside of that, they can't die. So there's like an exploration, right? So like there's like a whole exploration thing. So all we gotta do is break the Revivomatic. Got it. But yeah, there's the monsters though that keep coming in waves trying to kill them. Okay, let's see here though. Let's see if we can convince Tsubasa to join us in fighting the monsters. Because the monsters keep getting more and more difficult. So we really are gonna start needing everyone's help. The moment the door closed, Tsubasa pounced on the sandwiches. This is what I've been missing. I've been craving moist bread since we got here. I never want to see dry bread ever again. It makes my mouth feel like sandpaper. So that's another thing. Before Siri died, before the mascot died, before Siri died, before the mascot died, he was only allowing them to eat dry bread. So then, even before they weren't allowed to, eat and use the facilities, they were being forced to eat dry bread. I never want to see dry bread ever again. It makes my mouth feel like sandpaper. She must have been starving. She scarfed down the sandwiches in less than a minute. Phew, I'm stuffed. Thanks, Takumi. You're a lifesaver. Now I don't have to eat dry bread today. Have you just been living on dry bread since Hiriko banned you from the cafeteria? Yeah, that bread is so dry. I had a nightmare last night where I was stranded in the desert. Hey, would it be too much to ask you to bring over some moist bread from time to time? No problem. I can try to sneak you some bread or rice balls. Really? In exchange, would you open up to me? Huh? Open up to you? About what? The reason why you won't fight. If you have some reason, I'd love for you to tell me. I should have expected this. Is this what you were after from the start? Sandwiches were to bribe me for information? Sorry, Tsubasa. I know I'm taking advantage of your desperation here, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I just want to understand where you're coming from. Okay, fine. But in exchange, I'm going to want some more moist bread later. She let out a deep, resigned sigh and began to share her inner thoughts. Look, I feel bad about it. I know it's unfair for me to stay where it's safe while you guys go out there and fight. But fighting is difficult for me. It's a physical thing. What do you mean? Tsubasa? I can't keep it down. Keep it down? Oh yeah, she always seems like she's about to puke whenever she has to fight. When I get nervous, it comes out. And not just a little bit. And what comes out? I don't understand what you... Puke. I puke, okay? Huh? That's just how I'm built. When I get nervous, I hurl. Come to think of it, Tsubasa is always retching. That's why if I ever fought the invaders, I'd turn the battlefield into a sea of vomit. You really want to get showered by my puke? Would you even be able to fight under those conditions? What if my puke got into your eyes? Can you take medicine or something? It's a physical thing, and medicine doesn't help the issue. I've tried all sorts of things since I was little. None of them work. When I get worked up, it just comes out. Even now, just picturing myself fighting the invaders. Are you okay? Oh, God, no. No, I can't keep it! Oh, she threw up. Tsubasa vomited all over the floor. She immediately pushes me out of her room, tears welling in her eyes. Phew. That's a tough thing to live with. She vomits whenever she's nervous. She's right that she won't be able to fight if she's constantly puking. You can't blame her for refusing. There's a chance she'll fight if she can overcome this issue. It didn't seem like she was unwilling to fight. If only I can find out a way to suppress her nausea. How, though? Puking is... Puking? Eito, how long have you been there? I just came by to see if I could help with anything. So what is this about puking? Give her something sour, it helps the nausea. Yeah, we definitely... I'm trying to think of, like, what all they could do to, like, stop her issue. I'm trying to think of what they're gonna come up with. I hate to air out someone's personal health struggles, but this doesn't seem like something I can solve on my own. Maybe I can ask him for advice. Alright, just keep this between us, but... I proceeded to tell Eito about Tsubasa's tendency to puke. I see. So that's what she's been dealing with. That sounds tough. Yeah, I want to help her, but I don't know how. She hasn't found a successful remedy on her own, right?
Oh.
In that case, maybe it's better we just assume she's going to vomit and plan around that instead.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Huh.
Like, have her bring a high-quality sick bag or something. Sick bag? Like the bags they have on buses? Suppose if she used the bag when she had to, she wouldn't have to worry about getting puke everywhere. But do they even have sick bags here? High-quality ones at that. What about using that Gift-O-Matic in the rec room? The Gift-O-Matic? Yeah, if they don't have them here, we just need to make them. So we can actually make items now to give to the other characters. But unlike the Danganronpa games where you use that to increase their affection and would slowly unlock like tidbits of their lore, in this game it's so that you can get the skills higher up. I'll have to show you here in a second when I get off the dialogue screen and I'm back to like the free mode. Seems like it's able to make most things. It's worth looking into. We headed over to the rec room together to check the Gift-O-Matic. Oh, look at that. So I guess this is how we're gonna get her to fight. Fashionable sick pouch. It looks like a fashionable pouch at first glance, but it contains an odor and liquid-proof barf bag. It can be fully washed for max cleanliness. Oh, and since it's a story item, it's free to craft. That's good. Fashionable sick pouch. This looks perfect. Tsubasa is sure to open up if we give this to her as a present. The materials we'll need are string, a plastic bag, and a fashionable pouch. Oh, okay, so we are gonna need materials. String and plastic bag seems easy enough to find, but a fashionable pouch may prove tricky. Oh, so I'm about to have to go out on an exploration for a key item. That's exactly what I said when I first saw it. When I first saw the rec room, I was like, oh my god, this is just like... And then I was like, is there a booth for, like, claiming gifts? And then that's when they mentioned the Gift-O-Matic. So it's not like entirely like it, because in that one you could turn your coins into actual gifts. You could exchange them. You can still craft things here, but so far I haven't tried playing any of the games. String and plastic bags seem easy enough to find, but a fashionable pouch may prove tricky. If anyone's likely to have a pouch, it'd be a girl. Maybe I can negotiate a trade of some sort. Oh shit. I'll look for a fashionable pouch if you can handle the string and plastic bag. So Eito and I split up to gather the materials we needed to make the sick bag. Now where to start? I guess I'll just ask everyone. Oh, preparing for persuasion missions. No image. Give Tsubasa a heartfelt gift to persuade her. Talk to the other characters to gather information about what you should get her. You might also need to go exploring to get the materials you need to make the gift. Give everything you have to persuade Tsubasa. Okay, let me see if I can actually play any of these games, because that actually has me curious. Let me try that one. That's a low score area. Got 1 BP. I always felt like this was a game for older men. Not that it matters. Who'd get excited about hitting a bullseye? Not me, that's for sure. Okay, so... Hey, I hit the bullseye! Go me! Okay, so I can spam this as much as I want, but it's not gonna give me much. I don't have a gambling problem. I just know my luck is about to change. I don't usually win anything on these machines, but I feel like I can. Okay, so it doesn't really look like I can play much. We should hold a table tennis tournament one day using Gift-O-Matic presents as prizes. Well, that's unfortunate. But they had this whole setup for Danganronpa V3, so it makes sense. They already did the whole casino thing before, and I loved that so much. I was actually kind of hoping they'd do it again, but oh, maybe she'll have a bag.
Huh?
Jeremy, do you have a fashionable pouch? If you do, could I have it? I don't use them. I just dump all my makeup in my bag. I even throw my mirror in there raw dog, so I always end up cutting my finger on the cracked surface. Right. You should be careful. I always imagine that all girls carried around pouches and accessory bags, but I guess that's not the case. I mean, I might not have one, but I've got some ideas where you might find a pouch. Really? Back around where we found Eito, I found what looked like a dilapidated cosmetic shop. I memorized where it was so I could go maybe pick up something from there later. Can you tell me where it is? I got the general coordinates of the cosmetic shop from Darmy. Okay, so I am gonna have to go on an exploration, like I thought. If I can't find a pouch somewhere inside the school, I'll go check this place out later. Oh, so it's probably gonna make me talk with people first. Okay, so I should probably talk with everyone in the bubble room before I go on the exploration. Look, Takumi! I found a plastic bag! Nice one, Eito. One item down. Let's keep this up. Where should I look next? Any ideas? You seem pretty upbeat. I don't know. I'm just having fun. It feels like a treasure hunt. I spent a lot of time in the hospital, so I never got to hang out with friends like this. I mean, we're not exactly playing around here. But whatever. He did find one of the items after all. Now for the twins. Fashionable pouch? I don't have anything like that. I've never even used one before. Not even once? We don't even carry around bags or wallets. We would only be targeted by robbers if we did. We tie all our valuables to our bodies so they're secure. That's just being street smart. Yes, we literally keep things on our person. Reminds me of the nights we spent sleeping on the streets. Me snuggling up against my sister's ears. We were pressed up very close. What kind of horrible struggles do these two go through? You can have a piece of string. I recommend you tie your valuables to your thigh. Well, that was one of the items we needed. Thanks. I'll do that. Well, I didn't find a pouch. I managed to get some string. That's progress, at least. I think that's it. I think that's everything I can get. Oh, okay, there's one more person I can talk to. So I'll talk to him, and then I'll go out on the exploration. How's it going, Takumi? Are you getting anywhere with them? Still working on it. I talked to Tsubasa, but it's a little complicated. I have a feeling that she will choose to fight with us. Yeah, but bike lovers ain't no cowards. Bike lovers? Does Tsubasa like bikes? She mentioned that she liked to hop on bikes. I mean, all vehicles, really. She's a huge mech geek. She really knows her shit. Never met a girl who knew more about bikes than me. Not much, huh? Apparently, her grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic. You know, I vaguely recall her saying something like that before.
I wonder if the workshop's still standing after all that.
Workshop?
Oh, it's just a little garage I run with my grandpa. We mostly just tune up cars, but we do other stuff too. I've always liked tinkering with machines, so I've been watching my grandpa work ever since I was little.
Her grandpa's workshop, huh? I should file this information away. It might help me convince her. By the way, Takumaru, you know where I could find a fashionable pouch? A what? Yeah, I knew it was a long shot. Well, apparently we got some useful information at least. Well, we got string in a plastic bag, but we came up short on the fashionable pouch. Yeah, but I got a lead on where we might be able to find one. According to what Darumi told me, there's a cosmetic shop where we found Eito outside the school. We'll go check it out tomorrow. Oh, that's the first day, I don't think... Yeah, I think that's the first day since the first day I've been here that I didn't go to sleep. Like, I didn't go to my room and sleep, it just skipped the day. Ready to go hunt for that fashionable pouch, Takumi? Alright, yeah, I guess I am. I guess I just click on the exploration. So yeah, this... It's been a lot of fun though, with all the animations and the story and everything. I've been really enjoying this game. Okay, so I mentioned this before, but now it's actually giving us some detailed information on it. Treasure chest bases will now appear during explorations. Landing on one will grant you a key item needed to unlock a gift. By obtaining key items from treasure chests, you'll be able to make new gifts from the Gift-O-Matic. Or with the Gift-O-Matic. Many characters' preferred items can be made from key items. So try to land on treasure chest bases whenever you can. Yeah, the treasure chest was briefly mentioned when we first went into the rec room and the Gift-O-Matic was mentioned. But now we actually got a full little description there. I love the little chibis that are on the board. Look at his little derped out face right there. Wait, if you guys found Ato, does that mean you can find other people? Oh, no. So, okay. Lore-wise, Ato was already in the school. The thing is that he, after Sirei died, he was like, well, since Siri's already, no, Siri wasn't found dead yet at that time. But he was like, since Siri hadn't shown up for like 3 or 4 days, right? And no one knew he was dead yet. So he was like, come on guys, let's go. I want to get out of here, I want to escape. And everyone, no one else wanted to follow him. No one else wanted to try getting back. Because he wanted to escape the school and try getting back to the civilization. Well, the next morning, we found out, they found out he had taken off on his own. He tried to escape the school on his own. So, the main character went with, like, 2 of the other fighters to go to find him. And they luckily found him, like, right before he was about to get torn to shreds by some of the enemies. But no. I do think new characters are gonna get introduced. Not only because in all the Danganronpa games, all the Danganronpa games have a similar, like, structure to how this game has been, aside from like the murder and stuff, but like the general principle of a lot of these games is very similar. You know, you're in the school, things unlock as you play the game, blah blah blah. A lot of the same features are similar. And if we follow that logic, in all of the games, a character gets introduced out of nowhere, right? For the first game, it was Mukuro Ikusaba, who we then find out wasn't introduced later in the game. Mukuro Ikusaba was the original Junko, quote unquote. And then in the second game, it's the new character that gets introduced is all of the cast at the end. You find out about all of the cast, and Mekumaru comes in at some point. And then with V3, I'm trying to remember. Actually, V3, they might not have added anyone. But here, it was showing that there's like 4 or 5 different rooms that are empty. So I'm really expecting that there's going to be at least a couple more characters that show up out of nowhere somewhere. I could be wrong though on that. Okay, let's head for the cosmetic shop. It's somewhere around the spot where we found you. And that should be in that direction. Okay, I need to find the chest around there. Oh, I see it. That's not even that far. So I get to pick one of these cards, and then I stop at the crossroads, and it'll allow me to choose which space I'm gonna go. So 6 spaces will have me land on that yellow plant, so I'm gonna go for this one. You arrive in a pretty flower field. You decide to pick a nice flower before leaving. Pick a sweet lavender. Pick the unfamiliar flower. Crimson rose. Sweet lavender. The sweet smell of the lavender made you drowsy, and you fell into a deep sleep. When you woke up, the landscape around you had changed. Reroll target spaces. No. No! Oh. For a second, I thought that meant that the main space, the key item, was about to move, but it only changed the non-important ones. Torn dress? What? Torn dress? Bruh. You trip and fall while exploring some ruins. You end up in the basement. Look for the stairs. Explore the basement. You continue searching the basement, but didn't find anything of interest. You were left with a feeling of futility. Damn it. Let's go 3 here. You see a mummy on the roadside. What in the world is this doing here? Give it a proper burial. You dug a hole and respectfully buried the mummy. Suddenly, you noticed a red gem at your feet. Was it a gift from the mummy? Got small red crystal.
I'll take this with me.
You got a fashionable pouch. Look, Takumi, we got a fashionable... Okay, so I thought that, that treasure chest I saw was the key item, but it turns out that the flag was the key item since this is a story. But we ended up getting another preferred item, so I can make a different gift with that thing I did find, the torn dress. Look, Takumi, we got a fashionable pouch. Now we have all the materials we need. Let's get back to the rec room and make that gift for Tsubasa. Well, that was easy enough. Alright. Time to continue the story. Oh shit, we only have 5 days to convince everyone, and we just spent 2 days on Tsubasa. By day 16, I need to have gotten all of them to change their mind.
Aha!
Yes! We made a fashionable sick pouch! We did it, Takumi! I'm sure Tsubasa will feel relieved when we give this to her. Yeah, it'll eliminate her issue with fighting with us. Of course, just because we eliminate her reason for not fighting doesn't necessarily mean she'll join us. If it comes to it, you're going to have to remind Tsubasa of her reason for fighting, which is her grandpa. Which is why it's a good thing that that came back up. Nice. Yeah? What's that? The important people we left behind at the Tokyo residential complex. Things people need to protect. I'm sure if you remind her of that, she'll get on board. The important people we left back in the Tokyo residential complex. So someone like what Karuha is to me. Let's see. Where is she gonna empty it? I imagine that after the fight, she would just empty it into a trash can or something, and then she'd wash it out. Because it said that it can be cleaned out for maximum cleanliness on the item. I forgot exactly what it said, but I think it said that the bags are separate, so it can easily be taken out. At least that's what it said on the thing. I think that's what the plastic bag was for. She takes the plastic bag out of the pouch, and then can toss the bag away and just put another one in there. Unless it was a... It depends on the type of plastic bag, though. Because if it's like one of those Walmart plastic bags, then you would just toss one out every single time. But if it's more of like the sandwich bags, then technically you could just run that under some water, clean that out real good, and use it again. But either way would work. Not only do we eliminate her reason for not fighting... Not only do we eliminate her reason for not fighting, we need to remind her that she has a reason to fight, too. Seems pretty challenging. I guess there's no point being negative. I'll go swing by her place, then. Here goes. Takumi, why'd you come back? Look, I'm sorry, but could you give up trying to get me to fight? You saw it for yourself. I puked all over the place. Having a pukey girl like me on the battlefield is only going to cause everyone trouble. Wait, you're giving this to me? Wow, it's such a cute pouch. Why are you giving me this? Wait, are you trying to bribe me again? You don't need to be so alarmed. I just wanted to talk to you for a bit. Could you tell me again why you're so adamant about not fighting? Oh, okay, we're about to have to persuade her. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a little mini game. I haven't had one of these since Danganronpa. This is fun. This is fun. Okay, okay, I'm excited. I'm excited. Everyone calm down. Calm down, Billy. Calm down. Okay. Everything's calm. Just gotta chill out. Okay, persuasion missions. Say the right things to Tsubasa as she shares her worries and convince her to fight. Tsubasa Koana. It's because it comes out when I get nervous. Persuasion missions. W or A. You don't need to worry about a little puke. Just use that sick bag. You can choose what to say by pressing WASD twice. The number of options may increase as the conversation progresses. If you choose the right responses, the persuasion rate will increase. Bring this gauge to 100% to successfully persuade her. Even if you fail, you'll be able to try again for the last failure point. So don't worry and just do your best to persuade Tsubasa. Oh, even if you fail, you'll be able to try again from the last failure point. So don't worry and just do your best to persuade Tsubasa. Hey, Ultima, how's it going? I'm geeking out, let's go! No! You can't geek out, we're trying to stay chill! We have to chill out! Oh my god, you're crashing out now? I'm crashing out, oh my god, minigame. Yeah, hey Ultima, I'm just really enjoying this game. This game is so good, oh my god! Crashing out, let's go! Oh my god, I love this game and the music and the art. Oh, it reminds me of Danganronpa. Okay. Begin persuasion! Come on guys, we gotta... I already told you why I can't fight.
It's because it comes out when I get nervous. I start puking like a fountain in a fancy park. I know I'm going to puke if I ever fight against those invaders. And it's gonna get everywhere. I mean, I don't mind if I puke on myself, but I know you guys would get caught in the crossfire. Puke flies farther than you think. Plus, it smells and it's slippery. No, there's no way I can fight. I'm just gonna do everyone a favor and leave.
Just use that sick bag.
Okay, so I have to, as she speaks, I have to wait long enough that options pop up. I can't just like rapid fire and panic and spam on the first button. But at the same time, I don't want to take too long because I'll probably get fuck up too if I wait until the end of her combo. So let's see. Oh, voice acting? Oh, I mean, I'm not voice acting. At least I really haven't been much of it throughout the game. I've been trying to like voice for their thing, but no. I was yeah. I've just been enjoying their unless you're talking about them. Yeah. No, dude, that's what I love about these games. A lot of the scenes and a lot of the lines in these games are voice acted. On top of the beautiful animation. Like these games have always been worth the price in my opinion. On top of like, oh my goodness, the story, everything is so good. Oh my god. Okay. What? This is a sick bag? It's a fashionable sick pouch. I know it just looks like a regular accessory pouch. I've never seen a sick bag that looked this cute. I wouldn't even be embarrassed to carry this around in public. If you're gonna spew into this. That way you won't cause trouble for anyone else. You can puke wherever you need to.
You don't need to be afraid anymore.
So, how about it, Tsubasa? Will you fight alongside us now? Oh, it's picking up. The music's picking up. Can y'all hear that? Tsubasa? I'm sorry, it's Takumi. I know you went through all this trouble and everything, but I really don't think I can fight. Why not? Your puking issue should be solved now. I can't just puke in front of everyone like it's nothing. I'm sure everyone would make fun of me. Of course, what Tsubasa can't handle isn't the puking itself, but that everyone would see her do it. I know that now's not the time to be embarrassed, and there's a part of me that wants to get out there and fight with you.
But I can't handle getting teased for my puking anymore.
Her voice is trembling. She must have suffered a lot because of her nervous stomach. I'm here if you want to talk about it. You must have been through a lot because of your ailment. I don't mind telling you, but it's kind of a bummer. I needed to eliminate Tsubasa's hang-ups with her vomiting and get her to join the fight. I've got to try this again. What kind of person judges someone for puking? Kids are cruel, unfortunately. It's probably not even so much something that she's dealt with like recently, but something that like traumatized her really bad when she was younger, that she got bullied a lot for it. And because of that, she just constantly has this like insecurity about it.
You want to know my nickname in grade school?
Yup, called it.
It was Pukette. All the bullies in my class made fun of me for my puking.
That's a cool name, it's such a bad
How
one.
much of an impact puking can have on your life? I lost friends every time I puked in public. Like, how someone who I thought was a friend would one day start calling me Pukette. Or how the boys would loudly exclaim how the class smelled like puke. It was hard each time I lost a friend, and it made me sad. I'd cry in secret and puke some more. That's why I decided before I went to middle school to avoid any situation that made me nervous. To live an easy life free of any puke.
I feel like the second
That's
one
why I
isn't
can't
enough.
fight. Because if I fought, I would definitely puke. I think that if I puked in front of everyone here, the same thing would happen again.
I knew another choice was gonna come up.
I'll puke with you.
I was like, that second one doesn't feel strong enough. It's not enough. She's had too many people tell her that that they wouldn't make fun of her, so it probably doesn't hold any weight. We needed another approach, but that wasn't the approach I was going for. What? What are you talking about? If you puked on your own, you'd stand out. So I'll puke with you. That way, we'll both share half the attention. No way I'm letting anyone willing to fight for their loved ones get ostracized for puking.
You're gonna have to make fun of me too.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm being serious. I mean, I'll puke for you right here, right now if you want me to.
Tsubasa stared at me as if she was trying to figure me out. I gave her as meaningful a look as I could in return. I won't let Tsubasa go through this alone. If she gets made fun of, then so will I. I continued to meet her gaze in silence. I had a feeling that if I looked away now, she'd close herself off again. 1 minute, then 2. I continued to meet her gaze without even blinking. And suddenly, her expression relaxed as if I had gotten through to her.
I see. You're stupid, aren't you?
Puke with me? Are you crazy? How did you get like this? It wasn't the reaction I was expecting, but I got her to smile at least. Something about him reminds me of Soda's more amicable qualities. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of the characters give off, like, very, like, I was mentioning it as I've been playing, but I noticed that a lot of them remind me of, like, at least one, if not 1 to 2 of the other characters in the game, in, like, the past Danganronpa games. But no, I can totally see that. Oh, shoot. Okay, now it's really picking up. So that means there's either 1 or 2 more persuasions we gotta get through here. I don't know how long it's been since I had a real heart-to-heart with someone. I try my best to hide my feelings from others because I'm afraid of puking. I would have never imagined this. Tsubasa looks so cheerful and friendly, but underneath it all, she's actually very troubled. I'm sorry, Tsubasa. I'm sorry for asking you to fight when I didn't know everything you've been through. I had no idea how tough things had been for her. For you. But as long as you're in this school, I'll never let you feel lonely. Wait, hold on. Are you saying you see me as some kind of charity case? Crap, no wonder he threw it off. Should I not be? No, that's the wrong answer, Takumi! Life hasn't been that hard for me. Granted, things didn't go well at school, but I still had a place I felt like I could belong. A place where Tsubasa feels like she belongs. If memory serves. Apparently, her grandpa runs a workshop. She hung out there every day where she learned how to be a mechanic.
Huh?
Do you mean your grandpa's workshop? How did you know that? Takamaru told me. You hung out there every day, he said. Yeah, tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop was always the highlight of my day. So you don't need to worry about me that much. People can get by well enough as long as they have one place they can belong. Tsubasa's face lit up the moment she began talking about her grandpa's workshop. Must be the most important thing in the world to her. If it's anything like how Karo is to me, then... Do you mind sharing what it was like spending time at your grandpa's workshop? If her grandpa's workshop is the thing that matters most to her, then maybe... Maybe that can be her reason to fight.
Because of the way I am, I always try to keep my emotions in check. All I can think about is not letting anything make me puke. But I can finally be myself when I'm tinkering with machines in my grandpa's workshop. Machines are really fascinating and let me forget about the world. I'd get covered in oil every day, helping my grandpa with his work. Of course I failed a lot too, but Grandpa would always cheer me up with his belly laugh.
That's enough reminiscing is crazy.
Tsubasa. Star players make mistakes, but they make the big plays too. No matter how much I messed up, he'd never kick me out.
Your grandpa's really nice.
Your grandpa's really nice.
Okay, so it went up, but it didn't go up enough, so was that not the right answer?
Yeah, my grandpa's the nicest grandpa in the world. He's a royal grease monkey who always protects his granddaughter. His workshop is his castle. My dream is to one day take over his workshop. I want to protect the place that's protected me all of my life.
You know, his workshop might get
I just want to
destroyed.
work on machines in my grandpa's workshop forever.
It might be that one, but I want to see what the other... Oh, crap. Bad. I was supposed to use it. Crap, I was supposed to do it right there. But I bet this dream will never come true. I'm about to get kicked out of the school or I'll die on the street anyway. What about fighting alongside... Oh, so that's what it meant, that you go back to your last failure point if you fuck up. And what about fighting alongside... What about fighting alongside us so you're not kicked out? She also lowered her head and fell silent. She still needs one more push. Crap, I should have done it right away, but I was like wanting to make sure I wasn't going to do it wrong. Because that felt a little violent. Like, it felt a little aggressive, a little hostile, the response, but I guess that's what she needs to hear. Tsubasa, tell me again about your grandpa's workshop. We try persuasion.
Because of the way I am, all I can think, machines are I'd get, of course I failed a lot. Fail as much star, no matter how much, even when his granddaughter.
Your grandpa's really nice.
Yeah, so it looks like choosing the right answer isn't always the doesn't always like give you the, sometimes choosing the right answer just leads into more dialogue. So this was the right response. Your grandpa's really nice was the right response, but it wasn't the final response. It just opened up the final response, which is this.
My dream, I want to protect the.
You know, his workshop might get destroyed.
You know, his workshop might get destroyed.
Oh damn, I thought that was gonna be what cracked through to her, but I guess I'm going even further in. What? Why? Remember what Sirei said? If we don't fight, we can't protect what matters most to us. Your friends, families, everything you hold dear from your lives in the Tokyo residential complex. If we lose this war, all of that will be forfeit. But wasn't he just lying? As shady as Sirei may have been, I don't think everything he told us was a lie. The Tokyo residential complex was attacked by tons of invaders before we were brought here. Our loved ones being in imminent danger might well be true. So my grandpa's workshop is in danger too? It's entirely possible. No way. One last push. This is it. Tsubasa was at a loss for words. The grunt is my ick. What grunt? His little grunt where he's like, Tsubasa was at a loss for words. The possibility that her loved ones could be attacked by the invaders terrified her. The, like, see-through guy. Oh. This one? Well, if it makes you feel any better, he's gone, so other than hearing it in flashbacks, you won't have to deal with it anymore. At least I think he is. He could magically somehow appear again. The possibility that her loved ones could be attacked by the invaders terrified her. I took a step closer to her and stared right into her eyes.
If you want to protect your grandpa's workshop, then there's only one thing for you to do. Find the courage to fight the invaders.
But can a coward like me do that?
Don't worry. You don't have to do it alone. We'll protect what's important to you together. So just protect us in return. Come with us.
And protect what matters most to us
Protect
together.
what matters most to us together.
Yay, Dev! We did it, we got through to her. Persuasion complete! Successfully persuade someone. Listen to me! Fighting to protect humanity. To protect my grandpa and his workshop. Can someone like me really do that? Of course you can. And you don't have to do it alone. We can make it through this together. I'm not making any promises, and I'm going to need a little more time. But I won't run from the truth or write myself off anymore. I'll think about what it is I really want, and what I need to do to make it happen. Is that okay? Sure, that sounds great. Okay, and thanks, Takumi. Alright, one person down, 4 to go. Damn, but the rest are gonna be harder, and I've only got 3 days to persuade the rest of them. I have until the morning of the 16th. You did it! She believes! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I just gotta do it 4 more times. Phew. I did what I could with Tsubasa. I'll try to work on the others now. There are 4 people left to convince. Ima, Kako, Shoma, and Gaku. Will I get to choose? Oh. Nope. It's gonna just have me decide. Of the 4, Gaku seems the most likely to hear me out. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. Maybe a little outlandish and noisy, but I'm sure I can get him on board. Yeah, because he has family that he's fighting for. His main thing seems to be that he just doesn't believe in himself. Maybe you started with the longest one. Yeah, with any luck, the rest of them will be easier to convince. Won't take as long. Okay, I'll talk to Gaku next. There's no time to waste. I grabbed the sandwich offering and headed over to Gaku's room. Okay, there we go. Holy shit, his room is a mess. Holy fuck. I thought my room was bad. Soft day, yeah. Huh. Why I won't fight? Because I'm scared, obviously. After filling up on the sandwiches I had brought him, Gaku revealed the reason why he won't fight. I mean, how is it not scary? What the hell are those invader monsters anyway? They're like straight from a manga. There's no way I can face them. I'd rather get kicked out of the school than have to fight them. If you get kicked out, you're guaranteed to die. Isn't it better to fight and live longer then? I'm telling you, I can't. I can't help that I'm scared. How can all of you be fine fighting those monsters? You're the ones who are crazy, not me. Must have a couple screws loose. It's not like we want to fight either, but we have no other choice if we want to protect what matters to us the most. If we don't defend the school, everyone in the Tokyo residential complex is in danger. I mean, don't you have people you care about? If we don't fight the invaders here, they might be killed. People I care about. I don't have anyone like that. But I thought he said that he worked for his family. Was that a lie, or was that... Huh. Yeah. What? But your family, yeah. I was like... You're just like Shane from Stardew. Yeah. So he did lie about that. I don't have a family. I'm an orphan who was abandoned as a baby. I worked and survived at the poor group home that took me in. I found myself falling silent. I had no idea Gaku had such a past. I see. Sorry. I didn't know. Whatever. I don't really care. Besides, being an orphan isn't all bad. Because all I gotta do is look out for myself. I don't give a crap about the Tokyo residential complex. But are you sure? If the Tokyo residential complex goes down, everyone dies. You might not have any family, but surely you have people you don't want to see die. I told you I don't. I struggle enough looking after myself. It's been like this my whole life. I'm only looking out for number one. Okay, we're done here. Go home. But wait, hold on. Just hear me out. I told you I won't fight. If you want me to risk my life so much, then bring me money. Money's the only thing I'll risk my life for. Bring me a fat stack of bills. Then we'll talk. Money? Judge me all you want. I don't care what people say. This is how I live my life. If you're not gonna pay me, then get the heck out of here. Shoot! Shoot! Whack. Gaku pushed me right out of his room. Well, that didn't work. Seems like the only way he'll hear me out is if I actually bring him money. Nobody has money here. We're basically brought here with just the clothes on our backs. I can't pay him money. Maybe I can give him some sort of gift instead. I'll have to bribe him with something else. In any case, I need to get him to open up to me. Let me try making a gift for Gaku using the gift-o-matic in the rec room. I'll get him to open up to me. What's something he wants? Something with monetary value. No point trying to think of something on my own. I'll go ask the others and see if they have any ideas. I'm running out of time here. I have 3 days to get the rest to open up. The only thing that might save me is that since 2 of the remaining 3 after him are twins, I might be able to persuade both of them at the same time. Manga? Yeah, manga has a level of it, but I don't think 1 would be enough. We'd have to find like a stack of them. Collect information on gifts. Actually, I guess that means I should just teleport around. Yeah. Okay, and then X to go out. She should be in this hallway. The people in the hallway always confuse me because where they are is never like exact, right? Like, it's saying she's right here, right? So then the second I came out of the entrance hall, I should have seen her. But it can be anywhere in this hallway. When you see someone, it doesn't mean that they're like, even if her icon spawned right here, it wouldn't mean that she's right there. It would mean that she could be anywhere in the hallway. It's just showing you that she's in the hallway. The same with when they're in here. It doesn't mean they're in that exact part of the cafeteria, just in the cafeteria. See, because this is what? The strange room. So let's check out the strange room on the map really fast. Watch, that's that. She's probably going to be around here, or around this corner. Watch, 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 watch. Wait. What? Okay, I went here, here. Just what, she's like right here? Okay. She was kind of close to the entrance hall. Maybe I was wrong about that. Look, Takumi. Look what I found. What's that? A surgical scalpel! I was wandering around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. I can't believe I found such a nice blade. It must be my lucky day. Just think how much easier I can do my cutting. Oh my god. Yeah, run is great. When it comes to like, what is with that sprite, yo? As much as I like her character and can relate to her in some instances, then she does stuff like this and it's like, Just that face. Darumi swung the scalpel around as she ran down the hallway. She's acting like a psychotic slasher. Well, that's great. That was very useful. Huh? Something Gaku might want. What about some needles and thread? Needles and thread? Apparently, Gaku's good at sewing. And he don't seem like no amateur. Once he looked at the embroidery on my jacket and got all worked up. He was all like, not bad embroidery, but I can do something like that easy. So Gaku can sew. I'm surprised that Gaku has such a domestic side to him. Where do you think he learned how to sew? Well, he's the oldest of a big family. After having to sew up the clothes his brothers ripped up day in and day out, he just got good at it. Big family? That's not what he told me. He said he was an orphan. I think that he's considering the people at the group home his family. He probably is an orphan, but he probably treated the people at the group home as like a sort of family. Apparently he's got over 20 siblings. Yeah, that would make sense. He's an orphan, but with the other kids there, he looks out for them. Holy shit, right? I guess every family's got their issues. Wait a second. Maybe those are the other foster kids living in the group home. Yep, that's what I'm thinking. If that's the case, turns out he's got a family after all. Yeah, so he's lying about only looking out for number one. And in actuality, he does have a soft side. He's just playing it up like he doesn't care about them. I should make a note of this. Gaku's got a family of foster siblings. That's gonna be useful during the persuasion. For the final push. Yo, you got a 5 from the jump game. I can't stop winning! Nice. Present for Gaku. What about clothes? Clothes? I guess his outfits are always patched up. He doesn't have a lot of clothes or the money to buy more. I see, so he doesn't have the means. So I think he'd be very happy if you gave him clothes. I can't just bring him any old clothes. It'll have to be something he likes. If I'm going to get him clothes, I need to research his tastes. She's the only other person I can speak with about this. Does she know anything? I peeked into the war room and saw Hiriko typing something on the computer with a serious look on her face. What are you doing, Hiriko? I'm looking over footage of past battles and making a record. A record? A record of how many invaders, and which commanders, we took out. Basically, I'm creating objective data dealing how much we've contributed to this war. She's even doing administrative work? She might be hard to get along with, but she's certainly brilliant and capable. Isn't that a lot of work? Obviously, you think I want to do this boring work? Well, I don't, but it's still important. We need to keep these kinds of records. Or they might try to shortchange us when it comes to our reward when the war is over. Reward? Didn't I mention it? These invaders have a pretty nice bounty on their heads. That's what Sirei said, at least. That's true. And we're not fighting for free? That's why I'm documenting all this for you, so that doesn't happen. So there are rewards for taking out the invaders. I might be able to use this information later when I'm trying to get Gaku on board. That's very good information. I wasn't even thinking about it in regards to Gaku, but when it comes to money, that's very important for him. By the way, do you know if there's anything Gaku might want? Sorry, never mind. Okay, I'm trying to get an idea of what present to get for Gaku. Present for Gaku. What about clothes? So clothes or a sewing kit or something. Gaku's always wearing patched-up clothes, so a gift related to clothing might be good. Although giving him clothes isn't a good plan, so the sewing kit, right? I'm sure he has his own taste and style, and the chances of him liking whatever clothes I pick out are low. Apparently Gaku's good at sewing, and you don't seem like no amateur. According to Takamaru, Gaku can sew, and pretty well at that. What about giving him a sewing kit? He'll be able to make whatever clothes he wants, and even keep wearing his current clothes by mending them whenever he needs to. I searched the gift-o-matic for sewing-related gifts. After a few minutes of searching, sewing kit. A sewing kit with all the tools needed for any project. In the hands of an expert, it's better than a machine. Sewing kit. This looks good. The materials I'll need are needles, thread, scissors, and cotton. It's a lot of materials. Gathering them all is going to be a pain. Wandering around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit. The place Darumi found was a surgical facility. They might have needles and thread for stitching. It's also sure to have scissors, and if there are medical cotton pads, they might work in place of the cotton. Okay, I'll go exploring tomorrow. I'll have Darumi show me the abandoned hospital so I can gather the materials. We're not going to have enough time to get through everyone. I'll get 2 people on board, but by day 16, there's no way I'll have enough time. She always knows where to go. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. You're right about that. Both of them, she's had the information. She does have 20/20 eyesight, so it makes sense that she's able to find stuff a lot easier in regards to that. Ready to go find more scalpels for my cutting, Takumi?
Hey!
You mean to look for materials to make Gaku's present, Darumi? Okay, take me to that hospital, Darumi. Yo! Okay, but don't get mad at me if I get lost. Alright. Let's see if I find any treasure chests down there. Okay, E to view the area. Is there any treasure chests? There's one if I go that way. I kinda wanna go there. But damn, is that a lot of purple spaces? That's risky as buns. I'm gonna do it. You find a neglected bronze statue of a dog. It seems to regard you with baleful eyes. Polish it. You polished the bronze statue until it was nice and shiny. As you did so, its eyes suddenly fell out. It was a beautiful gem. You decided to take it as a reward.
This looks good.
Nice. Let's go with 2. You find an old vending machine. There might be some rare products inside. Check the dispensing tray. You found a can of juice that someone left behind. Lucky you. Perhaps someone forgot to take it? You gratefully accept it. Oh, we just recovered some HP. I'll do 5. 10 minute expiration. Oh. What? Why isn't it letting me go down? Oh. That was 5? Oh, or because I hit the crossroad, did it stop early? You find an old slot machine. It'll give you a prize if you line up 3 of the same pictures in a row. Cherries, line up hearts, line up flips. Cherries are calling to me. Ding, ding, ding! You only got 2 matching cherry symbols. Lame.
What?
Nice. 1 or 2. I'll take the mystery. You see a tasty looking fruit lying on the ground. Ignore and move on. You weren't able to eat litter. You weren't about to eat litter, so you kept moving. I didn't need health, so not worth risking it. The last time I ate something, it was rotten, and I got sick. Okay, go 2. Find a remote control on the ground. What could this be for? Press a button. There was no reaction, however, it did seem to have power. You checked inside and found batteries.
This looks good.
Nice. Alright, another mystery event. You find an altar with a non-statue. Offerings have been placed before it. Leave an offering. Tried to give an appropriate offering to the altar, but nothing really happened. Lost the beautiful gem. Well, that sucks. That's very sad. I should have just taken the offerings. You pick up a mask with an exotic design. You feel a strange force acting on you. It's urging you to put the mask on. Put it on. The moment you put on the mask, you suddenly lost all your energy. Damn. Find a pair of men's underwear on the ground. What is this doing here? See if they're still clean. It didn't appear to be dirty. It should be more or less usable as a crafting material.
We did it.
Still sad about losing the gem, though. You got needles, thread, scissors, and cotton. Oh, everything we needed for the sewing kit. Alright, I got all the materials. Okay, can we go home now? I'm getting bored. I'm getting bored. I just want to go back to my room and play depressing arrow games. Oh, I forgot. The items you get don't mean anything at all. It's just the amount of whatever they give you. So the beautiful gem probably would have given me a decent amount of more, like, rock. But at the moment, that's not too big of a loss. Oh, that is a big loss. I have no rock. I need to get more rock. That's like the only thing I don't have, on top of the cotton, at least. Or like the fabric, rather. Alright, now we can give this to Gaku. And that'll probably be the end of the day. Yes, the sewing kit's done! I immediately headed to Gaku's room with the newly made gift. Oh, I'm about to have to do another persuasion. These are fun, though. I like these persuasion little mini-games. It doesn't matter how many times you come over. I'm never going to fight those invaders. The only way to convince me is with a sack full of money. The heck is this? A sewing kit? Wait, you're giving this to me? Yeah, I figured you could use this sewing kit to make whatever clothes you wanted. Or you can just keep mending the clothes you already have. You're good at sewing, right? Alright, I gotta admit this is pretty thoughtful. I just noticed some holes in my clothes. Yes, that's a pretty good reaction. I can tell Gaku's expression is softening. Look, I feel bad saying this after you gave this to me and all, but I still can't fight with you. I'm seriously terrified of those invaders. As you can see, I'm not exactly the big macho Chad. I'm not exactly the big macho Chad type. No, I'm not asking you to fight just in exchange for this gift. More like a gift so I could get a chance to talk to you some more. Gaku, would you mind telling me why you're so against fighting? Oh, here it is. Why won't I fight? Isn't it obvious? Oh. I can actually click through. Or, no, I guess we haven't started yet. Because you are the Giga Chad. I guess it hasn't started yet because when it starts, they just will rapid fire their responses. It's because I'm freaking terrified.
I get dragged to this completely insane place.
Oh, here it is.
And then they tell me to go fight these monsters? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Insulting him is
What
not
even
gonna do
are
anything.
these invaders? They look like they came straight out of a manga. Yeah, no way. Doesn't matter how much you ask, I can't and I won't. I mean, you tell me. How can you guys even bring yourselves to fight them? Seems like you're the ones with a few...
You can make bank if you fight.
Gaku, if you fight, you can make money.
What? Make money? I get why that's important to him. As someone that lives in poverty and constantly has to work every single day, it makes sense that money would be a huge motivator for him. Because he comes from nothing. He constantly has nothing. What? According to Hiriko, every invader you bag nets you a bounty reward. If you fight the invaders with us, you'll be able to make some serious cash. No freaking way. So you're saying this could be a way out of being broke? No, not just that. We actually have a chance of hitting it big and getting rich. Gaku, come fight with us. Let's get through this war and make a ton of cash. I extended my hand and urged him to participate in the coming battles, but Gaku wouldn't take my hand. Instead, he averted his gaze and bit his lip. What's the matter? You don't want money? Yeah, I do. Real bad. You have any idea how long I've been broke? I'd gladly risk my life. No, 2 of my lives for a big payout. Then, if I decide to fight here and help you take out the invaders, then all those bastards in the Tokyo residential complex would be safe too. I knew it. It's not about the fact that he doesn't care about his family. It's that there must be a lot of people he hates in the Tokyo residential complex. He doesn't want to save... He probably does want to care about his family and wants to save them, but not all of them. Isn't that a good thing? No way! It's not fair. Not fair? I told you I'm an orphan, right? I grew up poor in a group home. You may not know this, but society pretty much treats you like dirt when you're a poor orphan. No matter how much I asked for help, those jerks in the complex never even gave me the time of day.
They didn't help me, so why should I help them?
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
How is that fair?
I understand completely where he's coming from. That anger. Fair? Now's not the time to be thinking about fair. Shut up. You grew up in a happy family. I don't want to hear crap from you. No, I totally... I understand. I understand that feeling of anger. Gaku started breathing heavily as he shut me down. His hatred towards the society that abandoned him is Gaku's his hatred towards the society that abandoned him is Gaku's true reason for not fighting. He'll never agree to join us until his hatred is addressed.
Hey!
Gaku, I'm here if you want to talk about it. I'd love to know everything you've been through. I decided to ask Gaku about his past to see if I could find a way to change his mind.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex? 17! I was working 24/7, 365 days a year. I worked every day until I was about to collapse, and I don't have a single penny to my name. It all went to running the group home. I never got any time to myself. I'm still just a kid. So why did I have to work this much? What did I do to deserve this?
Crap.
Well, I want to help you.
I didn't think that was the right one, but... Shut up. I don't need your help. Shit. Yeah, he said that the hatred has to be addressed. If you feel sorry for me, then give me money. After that, you can bring me a rich girl with huge knockers. Seems like shallow empathy only has the opposite effect. It's no good. I failed. What can I do to get Gaku to fight when he's holding such resentment for the Tokyo residential complex?
You want to know how many jobs I was holding? 7. It all went to running the group home. I'm still just a kid. So why did I have to work this much? What did I do to deserve this? Isn't that messed up? So I asked adults for help, to show some love to our home, but we got nothing. Politicians ignored our request for assistance. I went to companies to ask for donations and got tea thrown in my face. There's no way I'm gonna help any of them. I wish they'd all die. I will never, ever, ever.
Save your siblings.
My siblings? Takemaru told me. You're the oldest in the group home, and you have a lot of foster siblings. If the complex gets destroyed, they'll all die. You're fine letting the invaders massacre your entire family? Gaku fell silent. He seemed rattled. As much as he seems to hate the complex at large, there's no way he'd just abandon his family. He's bound to change his mind once he realizes his siblings are in danger. No. I'm still not fighting. What? Don't you even care if your whole family gets killed? Not my family. It's not like we're blood related. They're just strangers who happen to live in the same group home as me. What's wrong with you? You may not be blood related, but you're still family. Not only are they not family, they're a huge burden. I've had to suffer my entire life because of those stupid rats. Just thinking about it ticks me off. They freaking used me. If it weren't for them, my life wouldn't be as miserable. Those brats can go die. Die, die, die.
I hope the invaders kill every single one of those brats.
What's with this guy? Really? I get his anger towards the Tokyo residential complex, but why his family as well? They went through the same hardships. He's thinking that they went through the same hardships, but from what it sounded like, I think a lot of the burden has been placed on him. I think he's been doing a lot more work than they have, and that's why he's angry at them. His main anger and hatred is towards the politicians, but he's been overworking himself, and it's like, it's getting to him. Would you mind telling me? I need to abate Gaku's anger and get him to fight. I decided to try again.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings. Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once. They just complained about how there was never enough food or snacks. They treated me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times. I'd stay up all night just to sew for them. They're little parasites that drained me of my time and money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself. I could have bought new clothes, eaten some good food, maybe even moved out on my own.
Yeah, I get why he feels like it's not fair.
Give me back my time and money! Damn it! Just die! Die, 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 you stupid brats! Die, 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 die! The invaders can kill every last one of those brats! I wouldn't even shed a tear!
Oh, okay, so just letting him get it all out was what I needed to do. So I was like, none of these feel right. Damn it, die. They can all die. They all deserve to die. They all should just die. Why? Why is it when I imagine them being killed?
I start crying!
He just has a lot of anger. It's because you don't want them to die. Not really. But if you think about it, I'd be way better off without them. They don't add any benefit to my life. Family's not about benefits. You should know that better than anyone. You're trying to convince yourself that you should abandon them when you know you can't. You're only making yourself suffer. How about you give up and just accept it? Fight to save your siblings. Want me to save the little brats who ruined my life? Damn it. My life sucks. Was I a panty thief in my previous life?
Gaku, if you don't want to help the Tokyo residential complex, that's fine. I'm not doing this to save the world either. Honestly, as long as I can protect what matters most to me, that's all I care about.
I took a step closer to him and stared right into his eyes.
You don't need to save the Tokyo residential complex. You don't even need to let go of your hate. Just fight to protect what matters most to you. Like me, for the ones waiting for you at the group home.
Just fight for your family.
Just fight for your family.
Alright, that's 2 down. The other 3 are gonna be super hard to convince. The twins don't have anything waiting for them back home. They sound like they were in just as bad of shape, as not worse shape than Gaku was in regards to how bad they had it. Actually, it sounded like they were even more in even deeper poverty than he was. Because it sounds like they didn't even have a place to sleep at times or food to eat. Even though he had to work his ass off, he did have those things. But that's even more the reason why it's going to be harder to convince them, because they don't have anyone waiting for them back home. They have each other. I never asked for all those brothers and sisters, you know? My own parents didn't want me. So who needs a family? So who needs family? Just get in the way. Why should I have to keep busting my hump for them, even now? I could be a million miles away for all I know. My whole life, I've had to sacrifice everything for their sakes. Talk about rotten luck. But still, I can't just abandon them. They're family. We might not be related by blood, but they're the only real family I've got, you know? But they're the only family I've got. Of course, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be there for your family. Is it asking too much for you to fight for them too? Sorry, but can you give me some time alone? I need to think through all this. Sure. I understand. Thanks, man. You're a real decent guy. I feel a little better about myself now. So we've been here for over 2 weeks. Big dubs, half a month.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness!
Dubs.
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy!
Big dubs. Announcement played like usual, and I got out of bed, feeling like it would just be another morning. But then... Who could that be? I opened up the door and welcomed my guest inside. How'd you like the meatloaf? A real taste of home, right? Just like Mama used to make? There's a reason for that. I sliced your mother up into little pieces and put her in the... Just kidding. You've been Darumi.
Hi!
Yeah, sure, you got me. Did you want something, or did you just come here to prank me? Don't shoot the messenger, bro. Mistress Hiriko sent me on important business. Mistress Hiriko? She wants you and me and Takimaru and Eito to meet up in the cafeteria. That means right the F now, mister. Anyway, now you know. I have to go tell the others. Mistress Hiriko's orders must be carried out promptly and efficiently. Maybe she's extending the deadline since I've managed to bring some over. Darumi bounded away, leaving chaos and confusion in our wake. Another meeting, huh? But it's only us this time. The deadline's tomorrow, so maybe Hiriko wants to discuss that test she mentioned. Well, only one way to find out. Cafeteria, here I come. Oh yeah, since I got 2 of them to decide to fight. Maybe though she'll give us more time because of that. Good morning, Mr. Sumino. We're back.
Huh?
Back? Where did you go? We were out gathering herbs and grasses. We're pretty good at figuring out which ones are edible. There's been times in our lives when we've had to learn that the hard way. I can't believe we're back to eating grass to survive. This outside world is really something. We found plants I've never even seen before. Don't overdo it or eat anything that could be poisonous, okay? There's no need to worry. Mr. Atsuki has been sneaking us bread on the side. He's such a considerate friend, unlike a certain someone I could mention. Well, excuse me. Hey, excuse us. We must be going. This wild grass salad isn't going to eat itself. Goodbye. We're about to have a big announcement, so time to see what she wants. Ah, you're all here. You bet we are. I gathered them all up, just like you told me. I can see that. You did an admirable job, Darumi. Mistress praised me. What the hell? Did something happen between those two? Yeah, because she was talking about mistress this, mistress that since this morning. Come on, let's hear it. What do you want this time?
Oh.
I want to report on your progress. How are your attempts to win over the non-fighters going? So this was part of your plan. Have you managed to convince them yet? We only have 1 day left. Well, not all of them, but I think Tsubasa and Gaku are starting to come around. I see. That's good. I didn't expect you to convert all 5, of course, but we can deal with the holdouts later. Deal with them how? True to my original plan, anybody who doesn't have the will to fight will be forced to leave tomorrow. What? Wait a minute! It took a while, but we've made real progress. With just a little more time, I'm sure we can... I'm sorry, but a promise is a promise. I can't go back on my word. Without any protection or battle experience, they'll die out there. If they're not going to contribute to the war effort anyway, what difference does it make? Why does it have to be like this? To defeat the invaders and win the war, naturally. You really think abandoning those guys is going to make it any easier for us to win? I'm certain of it. I already pointed out the possibility of them drawing the enemy's attention away from the school for a while. There's also the chance that facing real danger will knock some sense into them and finally bring out their fighting spirit. Those chances are slim. It's not worth the risk. There is nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. Allowing victory to elude us would render the risk we've taken and the sacrifice we've made up to now completely meaningless. If you have time to spend worrying about the others, I'd prefer you spend it training to use your Hemo Anima more effectively. The enemy commanders are far stronger than us. We'll never defeat them if we get too hung up on our own survival. When push comes to shove, we all have to be prepared to give our lives. As usual, Hiriko left no room for discussion, leaving us alone to mull over her words and consider our options. So she's basically saying I have 1 day to change all 3 of the remaining people's minds, where it's been taking like up to 2 days to change their minds so far. And I have to change 3 people's mind in 1. Such an ice queen. How could anybody not stand that? Something she said just now bothers me. Aside from the obvious, you mean? Yes, but never mind. It's probably just my imagination. Nothing worth worrying about. I really want to know what he's thinking. What's our next move? Today's our last chance to save those guys.
Hey!
I'll talk to them one last time. It might not do any good, but it's worth a try. We have to do something, or it'll all be over for them tomorrow. You're right. We can't possibly abandon our friends to such a cruel fate. I won't let Hiriko force him out either. I'll step in to protect him if I have to. You can't use violence and threats to get people to do what you want. Society just doesn't work like that. I never expected Takemaru to be the one to uphold the laws of society. Appearances can be deceiving, I guess. In the back of my mind, I'd been expecting, hoping really, that Hiriko would go back on her plan and cut the non-fighters some slack. I could see how foolish I'd been to think that. Even if I'd managed to change Tsubasa and Gaku's minds, even if I've managed to change Tsubasa and Gaku's minds, Shoma and the twins will still have to leave. I can't let that happen. I have to try to talk to them one last time. But can I persuade them without anything to go on? I should talk to Shoma, Ima, and Gaku before it's too late. I should talk to Shoma, Ima, and Kako before it's too late. Let's talk to the twins first. In Shoma's room. I wonder if he's in. Crap. I think... Oh man, I meant to talk with the twins first, but too late. I rang the doorbell and waited. Eventually the door slowly opened. Hello, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for ruining your day with my existence. Well, we're off to a great start here. Hey Shoma, that deadline Hiriko set for you guys is coming up tomorrow, you know. Are you sure you won't reconsider things? At this rate, she really is going to throw you out. Yes, I know. I guess I'll just be thrown out like the trash I am. You don't really want that though, right? You shouldn't expect too much from me. I'm so hopelessly inept that me losing is basically a foregone conclusion, no matter what kind of conflict it is. This isn't some kind of physical or psychological shortcoming I can work on and overcome someday. My uselessness is baked into me at a cellular level. I may as well accept my fate. My staying here would only cause more trouble for everyone. You understand what you're saying, right? Once you get beyond the wall of fire, you'll probably die. Yes, I know. I've accepted that too. I'm sorry to disappoint you. It's better to get it over with now so I don't really let you down later. I'm sorry you had to end up here with someone like me. Shoma bowed his head in a gesture of deep regret and disappeared back into the darkness of his room. It's no good. He's too pessimistic for me to convince him now. This is Kako's room. Maybe she'll be more willing to listen to me today. I rang the doorbell and waited. After a little while, the door was pulled open by a shaky, hesitant hand. Brother dearest, Oh, it's you, Takuma. Sorry if I surprised you. I just wanted to ask you something. Have you made your decision what you're going to say tomorrow? And if you don't agree to fight like the rest of us, you'll have to leave. I know, but my dear brother said he had a plan. He said there's no need for me to fight. Just like he said there's no need for me to ever get married or leave home. I feel like that's a discussion for another day. Okay, but let's put Ima and his plan aside for now. What do you want to do? Me? Was it really that hard of a question? I don't really know. My dear brother usually handles all the big decisions. It's no different now. I have no choice but to go along with what he says. Alright, I guess that's that then. Thank you for coming. Kaku bowed uncertainly and closed the door, being careful to avoid making eye contact the whole time. That's about what I expected. Thinking is too hard, leave it to you, brother dearest. Yeah, pretty much. It sounds like she's not the type to want to make big decisions, so she leaves it to him to make the decisions and she just goes along with it. Unexpected. I can't imagine a timid girl like that ever going out on the battlefield. And he's obviously going to say no because he doesn't want his sister going out there. This is Ima's room. Let's see if he's around. I rang the doorbell and waited. A moment later, the door was thrown open. Oh, Mr. Sumino, it's you. To what do I owe the pleasure? Don't tell me you're still hoping to convert me to your side. How much do you think you can achieve in just one day? Ima, please, at least think about it. I've done all the thinking I need to, Mr. Sumino. My safety is guaranteed, thanks to the plan I've come up with. Oh, right, you mentioned that before. You mentioned before that you had a plan of your own. It's a simple enough solution. All I need is a way for me and my dear sister to remain at the academy without needing to fight. There's no way Hiriko is going to allow that. That's the problem my strategy aims to address. And what is this strategy exactly? Oh, I'm so sorry, but I can't tell you that. If you knew about it, it would lose all strategic value. Yeah, he mentioned that he had some kind of surprise plan that he couldn't mention from the very beginning, because if he mentioned it, that he would lose the art of surprise. So for a while now, I've been imagining that he had some kind of plan that he has a plan that goes against Hiriko in some way, but what that is, I have no idea. Though would he really try to attack her? I don't know. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I can't tell you that. If you knew about it, you would lose all strategic value. He waved me goodbye and closed the door, his easy smile devoid of any kind of fear or anxiety. He seemed so confident. I hope the secret plan of his isn't anything violent. I've talked to all 3 of the remaining non-fighters, but it hasn't done any good. I've done what I can now. I guess I'll just go back to my room. So is the day just gonna pass without me doing anything, or is it free time now? I had a feeling it would turn out this way, but I'm still not happy about it. Those 3 really are kicked out tomorrow. What'll happen to them then? Isn't there anything I can do? Oh, someone's come. Eito? Or someone else. I wonder who that could be. Has one of them changed their mind after all? Hope fluttered in my chest as I went to the door, but when I opened it... Hello, Takumi. May I have a moment of your time? Oh, hey, Eito. What's up? I wanted to discuss something with you. You know, about Hiriko. What about her? You remember what I told you in the cafeteria this morning? Oh yeah, that something she said had him worried. Something Hiriko said back then bothered me. I've been thinking about it, and I'm sure now that it's important. Let's hear what you have to say. You just gave up like that? Well, I mean, to be fair, he has been trying to convince everyone all on his own. He's been trying to convince them for a while now, honestly. And it took him a whole bunch to try to convince the 2 that he did manage to get through to. So what did she say that was so strange? I thought you said it was probably nothing. That was just an excuse. Yeah, I figured it was. I thought it would be better if we didn't discuss it in front of everyone. What do you mean? I'm almost certain Hiriko is hiding something from us. If I'd pressed the matter, we'd have gotten into a big argument. I felt like it was something secret that she said. I must have... but now I'm upset that I didn't hear what she said. There must have been something that she said that, like, was... Like, anyone could have noticed it if they were, like, paying enough attention, and I missed it. Things are strained enough right now as it is. I don't want to risk escalating them further. I guess that makes sense. What is it that you think she's hiding? I want you to think back to what Hiriko told us before she left and see if anything stands out. Enemy commanders are far stronger than us. We'll never defeat them if we get too hung up on our own survival. Oh, I did hear her say that. We'll never get hung up if we... we'll never defeat them if we get too hung up on our own survival. No, I figured... I entirely get what she means by that. She's planning on having them die. Basically, she's planning on having them die because since death doesn't mean anything, and they can just be brought back to life, she's planning on having them literally fight to their deaths, just so they can be revived over and over. And not only lore-wise, but like game-wise, that makes sense, because when you look at like what their skills do, right before they're about to die, they're able to use their ultimate again without having to have max voltage at the cost of their life. So it makes sense. Like strategically, it makes sense to give up your life, given that you know that you can come back when you can use a really powerful attack like that. That humanoid invader with the strange transformation was certainly stronger than any other foes we've come up against. She said commanders, plural, not singular. Oh, that's the part he was getting tripped up on. Enemy commanders. That didn't throw me off though, because she's... Oh, shit. Well, no, she has been fighting these things for longer than we have, though. She said commanders, plural, not singular. Huh? I've never fought an invader like that before or since. It's not impossible that there's others like it out there. Hiriko spoke about there being more as if it was a sure thing. Now that you mention it, that is kind of weird. Okay, yeah, and that day that it happened, she said that that was the first time she'd seen anything like it. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. Bear in mind, what I'm about to say is just my own conjecture. But it seems to me that Hiriko views this war differently from the rest of us. Almost like she knows something we don't. Yeah, I almost feel like she knows what the thing is. Like, she has more information. But again, she was fighting before we were. It wouldn't be strange if she knew more information than us to begin with, and she's just been lying about everything she knew. That wouldn't be out of the question. She did say she's been fighting the invaders a lot longer than we have. Yeah, exactly. But if the people in charge have told her something, or if she's found out something for herself, what could it be? Only one way to find out. We have to ask her about it ourselves. What, just like that? There's no way she'll tell us the truth that easily. She'll probably brush the whole thing off. Knowing what she knows will allow us all to make more informed decisions. It makes sense, strategically speaking. If she insists on dodging the issue after that, we can get everyone together and put more pressure on her. We could even make her step down as leader. What? If Hiriko's no longer in charge, she won't have any authority to make the others leave. It's not like we voted her into that position to begin with anyway. You're basically suggesting we stage a mutiny. Isn't that a step too far? I don't think it will come to that. Hiriko won't let anything... I don't think it will come to that. Hiriko won't let anything happen that might jeopardize our chances of beating the invaders. Yeah, that's true. I don't know what this information she's hiding is, but if it can help give us a better perspective on the war, we ought to know about it. It might even make the last 3 non-fighters change their minds. That's a chance worth betting on, don't you think? I guess. You see, it's in everyone's best interest for Hiriko to share what she knows with us. The thing is, though, she scares me. I'm not great at talking to people anyway, and I don't think I can make my case very well. I always feel better around you, Takumi, and you have quite a way with words, so... so that's what this is all about. Yeah, it makes sense he came to him. He wants him to be the one to bring it up because he feels like he'll be better at doing so, which is really smart. Alright, I'll go with you and try to get the truth out of Hiriko. Thank you. I think it's best if we talk in private, just the 3 of us, before involving anyone else. I believe Hiriko is in the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor, alone. Would you mind coming along with me right now? Sure, no problem. Let's go talk to her. Thank you, Takumi. Is Hiriko really hiding something? I can only hope she'll be honest with us. If she refuses, things could get complicated. Well, I'm sure it'll all work out somehow. Oh, okay. Hi, Kako. I don't see you on your own very often. My dear brother said he needed time to get his master plan ready. He shut himself in his room and doesn't want to be disturbed. What is this plan, anyway? Did he tell you anything about it? No, not a thing. He always handles important stuff by himself. I see. If there's nothing else, I'll get back to my walk now. Excuse me. Leisure lounge, leisure lounge. Time to get to the leisure lounge. Ran the wrong way, could've gone the other way for leisure lounge. Eito said Hiriko was in the leisure lounge. What would she be doing here all on her own? Relaxing? Look, Takumi, over there. Eito pointed to the pool. From where we were standing, we could make out a shadow moving in the water. As we got closer, whatever it was came to the surface, sending a spray of water across the edge of the pool. Standing there was, of course... Hey, yo!
Your peeping technique leaves a lot to be desired.
Hey, yo! Just like that!
What? We weren't peeping!
That's right. We wouldn't. That's to say, we didn't.
Oh, okay, wait, that was Takumi? Yeah.
Why are you both acting so flustered? Does my body really unsettle you that much?
Damn!
It's not that, it's just...
Get to the point. I know you didn't walk in here by accident. You
Bro.
knew I'd be here, so you must be here to see me. Out with it. What?
Wait. Feel that. It's just... It's to the point. I know you didn't walk in here by accident. You might be here. She must be here to see me. Out with it. What do you want?
What do you want?
We have something very important we want to discuss with you.
Very important, you say? All right. Wait here while I go get changed.
We watched Hiriko make her way toward the locker room, the silence broken only by the echo of her wet footsteps. Half an hour later. Thank you for waiting. Now let's hear this very important matter of yours. My time is precious. Feel free to skip the preamble. Okay, well, there's no easy way to do this. I've just gotta go for the direct approach. That's very important. Okay, direct approach it is. Let's hear what he has to say. Let's hear what Hiriko has to say. Alright, I'm going to come right out and ask. Hiriko, do you know something about this war? Something the rest of us don't? What makes you think that? And so suddenly, too. We figured it out from some of the stuff you've said and done. Plus, if we assume you have information that we don't, it actually explains a lot. Your cold, practical attitude, for one, and your dedication to winning at any cost. Is it true? Do you know the truth about this war? About Last Defense Academy? It's not that we consider you an unfit leader or anything, Hiriko. Now that Sirei is gone, there's no doubt you're the best person for the job. But I can't follow someone who insists on keeping us in the dark like this. I'm sure everyone else would feel the same, if they knew. Is that a threat? Are you planning to go behind my back and turn everyone against me? Believe me, I'd rather not have to. Fighting among ourselves could tear this unit apart. If that happens, we'll be in no condition to fight the invaders anymore.
Hey!
I'm not trying to start a confrontation here. We're still on your side. We just want to know the truth. Everyone's so confused about what we're doing here and how we got caught up in it. Once we know the truth, it'll be a lot easier for us to focus on doing whatever it takes to win the war and go home. So please, if you know anything that might help explain all of this, I think we have a right to hear it. You've really got me up against the wall here. I can hardly shrug this off with an I don't know anything now, can I? I'm impressed. I didn't think you had it in you to grill me this mercilessly. Well, we didn't mean to grill you, exactly. You've asked me if I know something about this war. If I have to answer, then yes. I do have certain information that you may find relevant. You do? Really? What is it? Is it about what's in the defense room? Or how they chose who to send here? Hold on. Can we go and get the others first? I want everyone to hear this all at once. It'll be better for our morale that way. Shit. Looks like we're gonna have to wait till morning.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
Oh, and this is gonna be the morning of the 16th day that they find out, so whatever she tells them might be what leads them, the last three non-fighters, to fight. Let me go to the bathroom really fast, and then I'm good to continue. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
Well then, good night.
Okay. So yeah, looks like we're waiting. The nighttime announcement. I didn't realize how late it was. We'd be up all night if we try to call a meeting now. Maybe we should pick this up again tomorrow morning. Is that alright with you, Hiriko? I'll tell everyone to meet up in the cafeteria like we did before. Very well. You're right. It's best that everyone hears this firsthand. And you're not going to go back on this? You haven't left me with much choice. Besides, I haven't been hiding this information because it reflects badly on me or anything like that. I just thought it might be better to spare you from such a harrowing truth. Heroin? It's that bad? You should tell everyone that was your reason for hiding it too. Trust us, whatever this truth might be, I'm confident we can handle it. We've made it this far, and most of us have made up our minds to put our lives on the line. Our resolves won't be shaken so easily. Alright, I'll trust you. Just be aware that it's a long story, and you may not like what you hear. The fact that I've kept the secret from you for this long should give you an idea of how bad it is. Yes, I'll tell everyone to prepare themselves for the worst. I really never thought it would turn out like this. But it's a relief that I'll finally get it off my chest. I'm going to sleep well tonight. A beat later, Hiriko was already halfway to the door. Before she could leave, I called after her. Maybe I've been misjudging her. I've been calling her a bitch like this whole time. And she definitely was acting like one. But now that I know she was hiding something and that she knew something that's on this severity and why she's been doing all this administrative work, it actually makes a lot more sense. I didn't fully understand why she was so invested in it. Part of me just thought she was kind of like a battle freak, and that's like, especially with how she like freaks out in the middle of like killing things. But if there actually is a much bigger reasoning for this, it could make a lot more sense, and maybe I was wrong. I was misjudging her. A beat later, Hiriko was already halfway to the door. Before she could leave, I called after her. Wait, can I ask you one last thing? What is it? Are you serious about the deadline tomorrow? Were you really going to force the non-fighters to leave? You've said time and again that you didn't care if they died. Did you mean that? The way you talked about protecting us from the truth right now, I'm finding it hard to believe that you're really that heartless. My primary goal here is to win the war. There's nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. But it's not enough for us to defeat the invaders. All of us have to survive as well. That's what victory means to me. Despite those words, Hiriko clearly didn't intend to loosen up anytime soon. She continued on her way, her back to us the whole time. Huh. All of us have to survive. If she's saying that, and she never did have any intention of forcing them out, she was just trying to get as many as she could with the drastic measures she was drawing up. And then that means she knows just as well as Sirei that it's going to take literally every single one of them fighting if they all want to make it out of that. Despite those words, Kiriko clearly didn't intend to loosen up anytime soon. She continued on her way and back to us the whole time. Kiriko. She's not so bad after all, just a little clumsy when it comes to expressing her feelings. Eito and I didn't stick around for long after that. We'd done all we came to do, and it was getting late. We went back to our own rooms. I'm glad we figured things out, but what about this harrowing truth Hiriko mentioned? Whatever it is, it's made her obsessed with winning this war. But it's also something she thought we'd be happier not knowing about. What could be that terrible? What is this big secret? No use thinking about it now. By this time tomorrow, she'll have told us everything. I better go to bed so I can be fresh for the meeting in the morning. Last time that happened, Sirei was supposed to tell us stuff, and then we never got it. So I really feel like something's gonna happen. And given how long it's been since our last battle, I would not be surprised if right before she's gonna tell us we have to fight again. And so ended my 15th day at Last Defense Academy. The 16th day would bring a development none of us were expecting, one that would have a considerable effect on our war effort going forward. Called it. Huh. There's a traitor inside. One of them is a traitor. One of them is an enemy commander. I know that sounds weird. Both times we were about to get information that would have helped us, like really good information, the person that was supposed to tell us got killed. Unless this was Ima's plan to get them to not, yeah, unless this was Ima's plan to get them to be able to stay there. Those are the only two possibilities. Either a traitor killed Cirei and then killed Hiriko, because they were both about to give us good information. If we get attacked today, after today or tomorrow, while Hiriko's gone, and while we're like quote-unquote weak, then I would not be surprised if one of the humans, quote-unquote, is actually an enemy commander. On the other hand, if it's not that, then yeah, this could be part of Ima's plan, but I don't know, that's really suspicious that the same exact setup happened, and bam, we lost another one. I've checked all around this side of the wall of fire. There's no sign of her anywhere. She's not in her room either. I looked in a bunch of classrooms, but she's not in any of them. Sorry for being so useless. I don't understand this. Damn it, where the hell is she? Hiriko had disappeared. Today was supposed to be the day she told us all about what she had been hiding. When we got to the cafeteria that morning, Hiriko wasn't there. We waited long enough that we started to get worried. A few of us rang the doorbell outside her room, but there was no answer. That's when we knew something wasn't right. We decided to split up and search the school for her. We scoured every inch of the academy but failed to find any clue as to her whereabouts. After that, we tried looking outside. We followed the wall of fire all the way around, but still didn't find anything. Hiriko was gone, vanished, without a trace. Where'd you go, mistress? It's safe to say she isn't anywhere on school grounds. That just leaves one explanation. She's not on school grounds, and she's outside school grounds. And given that Cirei also magically ended up beyond the wall of fire, the only thing that realistically makes sense is that, again, there's a traitor that killed her and dragged her off of school grounds. She must have gone outside the wall. No, that's not possible. I mean, both fire extinguishers are still in the entrance hall. She couldn't have gotten out without using one of them. Then where is she? Why'd she pick now to pull a disappearing act? You guys said Hiriko was hiding something from us, right? Some kind of secret about the war? Isn't it weird that she went missing right before she could tell us? It's the same as what happened with Cirei. You mean we're going to find her chopped up and stuffed in a trash can somewhere? Don't say that. You're gonna make me. Miss Shizuhara is gone. It means her fight or leave ultimatum no longer applies, right? I mean, nobody's going to want to test us while all this is going on. The rest of you don't even know what the test is going to be, right? Right. Shut the hell up, man. Why are you acting so happy? Wait a minute. Ima, didn't you say you had a plan to get out of fighting or having to leave? What's the matter? You don't think I had something to do with this, do you? Have a little faith, Mr. Sumino. I'm sad to say, my secret plan was a total bust. Miss Shizuhara disappeared before I had a chance to spring it on her. Maybe this is redundant at this point, but just say what... But just what was your plan? I was going to seduce her. Didn't I mention I'm a master in the art of love?
Ah.
Excuse me? Back in the complex, I'm pretty well known in certain circles. Practically a celebrity. The financial aid of many kind friends is what's allowed me to put food on the table for me and my dear sister when times got tough. I'm sorry, everyone. I know my dear brother's aura makes him seem pure and chaste, but... So, you were gonna put the moves on Hiriko and get her to let you off the hook that way? Exactly. It would have been the perfect plan. One only I could have pulled off. There are so many problems with that. I don't know where to start. We've got more important things to worry about right now. If you didn't do anything to Hiriko, then where is she? If the school got attacked now, we'd really be in trouble. Hey, yeah, we've got no Sire, no Hiriko. It'd be a total crap fest. Let's try not to get sidetracked with worst case scenarios. Maybe we should search the school again.
Hey!
Yeah, that's about the only thing we can do right now. We wandered around the academy looking for Hiriko for the rest of the day. By the time the sun went down, we'd made no progress whatsoever. We were starting to get desperate. That's not good.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
This is terrible. It felt like we'd finally reached an understanding with Hiriko, and now she's gone. She couldn't have just disappeared. She has to be around here somewhere. Fire extinguishers haven't been used, so we know she hasn't gone outside the wall. She's still in school grounds. She has to be! Let's look around one more time. Wait, Takumi, it's late. It's getting dark. We'll have a better chance of finding something in the morning. It's important we take time to rest, too. If there's some other crisis after this, the last thing we need is to be sleep-deprived during it. He's right. We can't spend all night searching and risk the next attack we can't spend all night searching and risk the next attack taking us by surprise. We need to conserve our stamina so we'll be ready to fight when the time comes.
Hey!
Alright, you win. Let's call it a day. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow Hiriko will come back like nothing ever happened and she'll explain everything. Anything's possible, I guess. I'll let everyone know we're done for today. You can go on back to your room. Sleep well. I'll see you in the morning. I don't like this. She'll be back tomorrow like nothing ever happened. Oh yeah, he said a development would happen that would change the war effort going forward. Does that mean she never comes back? Even as I said it, I knew the chances of such a miracle were practically zero. I slept fitfully that night, too uneasy to really relax. Anytime things started to go our way here, those hopes were quashed almost immediately. Was that just the kind of place Last Defense Academy was? Well, we're not being made to kill each other, and yet something's still going wrong. Ooh, something happening in the middle of the night? A night event? As soon as we were all up, we resumed the search for Hiriko. We started with the school interior. Nothing. And we split into groups and checked outside. Everywhere we could reach, right up to the wall of fire. Still nothing. It was obvious now that Hiriko wasn't going to just show up out of nowhere. She disappeared, utterly and completely. Another day, and we didn't find anything. This is bullshit, man. People don't just blip out of existence like this. We're as thorough as we can, but there's still no sign of her. Does this mean she really did go outside the wall? What about the fire extinguishers, though? You can't get out without using one of them, right? Yeah, I'm sure of that much. Where could she be? Maybe she got locked. Maybe she got kicked from the server. She might have lost her connection because of sunspots or something. Can I say something? Listen up, everyone. My darling sister is about to grace us with her words of wisdom. Did she see something? That night that Hiriko went missing? I think I spotted an inconsistency in your logic just now. Something that doesn't quite add up. Sorry I wasn't able to find Hiriko. If there was an official scale for usefulness, I'd be right at the bottom. She's not on school grounds, but there's no evidence of her crossing through the wall. Where could she be? Where could Hiriko have gone? Damn that Hiriko. Where'd she end up? Where'd she up and disappear to all of a sudden? Don't leave me, Mistress Hiriko. First Sire, now Hiriko. The invaders attack now. We're gonna be royally screwed. My dear sister has something to say. Everyone, keep quiet and give her your full attention. Here goes. What's this inconsistency you spotted, Kako? Or Kako. It could be nothing, but what if using the fire extinguishers isn't the only way to get past the undying flames? Huh? Hiriko is keeping secrets, right? She knew things that we don't. What if that included a way out of the school that none of us have noticed yet? A way out? It's like back in the complex. You end up finding shortcuts and stuff in your neighborhood as you grow up and get to know it better. That's right. None of us even consider that possibility. You're a genius, Sister Dearest. If only we'd gotten to know Miss Shizuhara better, she might have agreed to smuggle us out with her. She left and went back to the TRC on her own? Hey, moron. This is Hiriko we're talking about. She was more serious about beating the invaders than any of us. That could have been an act for all we know. This is the only explanation that covers all the facts. Actually, I thought of something else that might explain it. Oh, really? Let's see what all they have to say. I think you should ask Kako. I think you should ask Kako to tell us more. Whatever she says is bound to have more value than anything I can come up with. Let's listen to what Kako has to say. Secret way out? Is that possible? Hiriko ran off and left us on her own? I ain't buying it. She was more serious about beating the invaders than any of us. Don't leave me, Mistress Hiriko. Could she really have gone home on her own? If she did, that's totally unfair. What? Pay attention, my dear sister. What's the other explanation you thought of, Kako? There's a difference between this disappearance and the last one. Hiriko was one of us. She couldn't detonate the bombs inside us like Sirei could. Oh, I see. So any one of us could be the culprit here. Huh? If one of us killed her, carried the body outside the wall of fire, and came back after disposing of it. Yeah, that's something I've been thinking about too. Because there was no guarantee we even had them, so one of them could have been an invader to begin with. There could easily be a traitor amongst us, and I'm glad that someone brought it up. That would account for there still being 2 fire extinguishers here, wouldn't it? What? Since the corpse recovery drones don't work outside school grounds, they wouldn't have detected her death or brought her back to revive her. It would be like Miss Shizuhara had vanished into thin air. Outstanding, Sister Dearest. You've thought of everything. Wait a minute. You really think Hiriko was murdered? By one of us? Who was it? Which one of you killed her? Whoa. Don't look at me. We don't even know for sure if that's what happened. No. It's the only explanation that makes sense. Mistress Hiriko would never run off and abandon us. And she wouldn't let any second-rate invaders do her in either. But she let her guard down around one of us. That'd be all the killer would need to get the jump on her. Don't talk like that, Darumi. We're not murderers. None of us would turn on a friend. Are you sure about that? We've only known each other for a couple of weeks. You don't know what everyone's capable of. Maybe, but still. My beloved Mistress Hiriko's been taken away from me. In such a cruel way, too. I need to honor her memory. By enjoying this paranoia-filled atmosphere to the max. That's your takeaway from all this? Please, it was only a theory. There's no firm evidence to support it. Right. Just a theory. Just one possibility. You explained yourself really well, though, Kako. I think this is the most we've heard you talk since we got here. This is her field of interest, after all.
soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
There goes the nighttime announcement. Another day is coming to an end. Both those theories mean Hiriko could have left school grounds. Looking outside the walls is starting to sound like a better idea, don't you think? Let's save that for tomorrow. We're not likely to find anything in the dark. But if she really did have a secret way out, she's probably miles away by now. Nah, we'll find her. Pieces of her, anyway. Hey, you think we can shove the parts in the Revivomatic? Maybe they'll still work even if they're a little rotten. No, the manual was clear about that. It has to be used immediately after death. A few minutes at most. That won't matter if Hiriko's still alive. And I sincerely believe that she is. I don't think discussing things any further will help us at this point. Let's take a break and get some sleep. Tomorrow we'll come up with a plan and take action. Right. This is probably the best approach. Bring me some sleep. Right, that's probably the best approach. The group dispersed, all of us exhausted and demoralized from another day of fruitless searching. We made our way back to our rooms in heavy, sullen silence. As tired as I felt, I found it hard to sleep that night. I just couldn't switch off. Where was Hiriko? How? And why did she disappear so completely? We've gone over a couple of possibilities today, but I wasn't willing to believe either of them yet. Hiriko running away. One of us killing her. Each sounded just as impossible as the other. Our primary goal here is to win the war. There's nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. But it's not enough for us to defeat the invaders. All of us have to survive as well. That's what victory means to me. I don't think she was lying then, so why would she leave us so suddenly? I didn't come up with any answers that night, but I did eventually drift off. Sleep gave me no relief. Thoughts of Hiriko and what might have happened to her haunted my dreams. It went on and on like that for a while. Time seemed to lose all meaning. I could have slept several hours. Only a few minutes. I knew he was going to wake up in the middle of the night, because he woke up in the middle of the night that one time when he saw that apparition. All of a sudden my eyes flickered open. My body felt hot. Something was wrong. I glanced around trying to get my bearings. It couldn't be morning already. It was still dark out. Then I caught sight of something in the corner of my eye that had me springing to my feet. The apparition? I called it. What the? It's back.
You! What are you doing here?
I could barely speak. Fear and confusion were making my throat seize up.
Who are you? What are you? Why are you in my room?
I was trying to speak again, but I still can't make anything out. It's just the same as last time. What is this thing?
Are you an invader? Why do you keep attacking the school? What do you want from us? I know there's something here, but what is it? I can't hear you. At least talk in a way I can understand.
You're getting me nowhere.
Did you do something to Hiriko? Wait, no, not just her. What happened to Sirei? Was that you too? What did you...
Oh, it was trying to warn me. I feel like this apparition is the flame. You know the flame that's surrounding the entire wall and protecting us? I feel like this is a piece of it. But the fact that it's not able to communicate with me is very unfortunate. But that's what I feel like it is. I feel like it's a friend, not a foe.
Hey!
I think whatever that is, that's the spirit of the flame. He's gone. More importantly, is that the alarm?
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Damn, right in the middle of the night, huh?
Personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
And we don't even have Hiriko. That's bad. I was right. The invaders are back. Well, we're down Hiriko, but will Tsubasa and the other one join us? Damn it. Not only do we have to fight them at night, we have to do it without Hiriko too. Is this part of their plan? Did they get rid of her so they could attack while we're confused and disorganized? Time to think about that now. We gotta get to the war room and get ready to fight. That alarm means the invaders are coming, right? You're going to be here soon? I'm so sorry. I'm so scared. I can't move an inch. It's about time we got to break free from our everyday existence and go on another killing spree. Where's the war? There's the Leisure Lounge. Isn't the war room up here on the third floor? I'm going crazy. Right here, I ran right past it. Takumi, it's an attack. We've got a fresh batch of invaders to deal with. I know. Right when I thought I was finally gonna get some sleep, too. Bastards could have held off till morning. Is it just the four of us, though? What about Gaku and Tsubasa? I don't think they're coming. I did knock on their doors, just in case. But Gaku didn't answer, and all I could hear from Tsubasa's room was a lot of dry retching. What a bunch of party poopers. We should just embrace the bloodlust already. We'll just have to make do with what we've got. I guess so. I wish Hiriko was here, though. Wish all you want. It won't change a thing. We're still plenty strong even without her. Yeah. What's the worst that could happen? Apart from all of us dying horribly, I mean. I won't let that happen. I can't die here. I made a promise.
Don't be so modest. You can do it if you try, Taki. I guarantee it.
That's right. I'm going to survive and make it back to the complex. Back to Karawa. So I can't die here. Let's do this. Let's protect our school. We'll kill the enemy and make it through this alive. Talking? Now you're talking. This is gonna be a total bloodbath. Getting so much experience. Right. Of course. This is the only way to keep everyone safe. Fear hasn't gone away. I don't think it ever will. If I let it get to me, I can save it. We'll do whatever it takes. Even if it means fighting. Even if it means killing.
Come on, guys. Let's get this defensive battle underway.
Oh. What the hell? What the hell? There's two sides? Oh, fuck. Well, that's not good.
Damn! These guys are a cut above the rest for sure.
Do you think they're commanders? If they are, then what Hiroko said was true. There's more than one of them in the invader army.
Now we've got to deal with two of them, right off the bat.
We're so dead! This is gonna be fun!
Defeat all enemy bosses. All allies are annihilated. Barrier generator is destroyed. Squad 2 commander.
Full
It
throttle.
didn't even let me choose which ones I wanted to put together. It just threw them together for me. It said, here, good luck.
Ready when you are.
Yes! My turn. Got it.
Rev it up.
Oh, shit.
Here we go!
Still gotta fight this side. I wasn't even thinking about that.
I'm ready whenever.
That's the best. I imagine this would be the smartest play.
We better get moving. Allow me to trim down their number. All well and good.
Oh yeah, I forgot they get AP now because I leveled up their abilities. Let's go.
Let's do it to it! Take that! Piece of cake!
Is it only if they like kill something with it?
I'm ready whenever. Allow me to take them down.
Oh, just like that?
So did we win? Or what?
Something feels off, though. It wasn't like this when we beat the last one.
Did it just heal itself? Bruh.
No way, it came back from the dead? I thought we were the only ones who could do that!
What's going on? Looks like these two come as a set. Anytime we defeat one of them, the other revives it.
The hell? How are we supposed to win this then?
We have to beat them both at the same time.
If we can beat one of them, then finish off its partner before it has a chance to use that revival technique, that should do the trick.
What a drag!
If that's what it takes, that's what we'll have to do. Unless anyone else has a better idea?
Incoming invader detected at 12 o'clock.
More?
Readings indicate target is an S-class fighter. It is currently approaching the school at a high speed.
Oh, that's bad. There's 4? Or 3?
Now there's 3 of them?
We barely managed to cope with 2.
You have gotta be shitting me! We don't have enough fighters to handle all of them!
Shit. Wait. Is that Yuriko? If that's Yuriko, we might be saved.
Hey everyone!
Tsubasa.
Sorry I'm late.
Thank God.
Seriously? A night battle? This totally stinks! But we're dead if we lose here, right? And not just us. Everyone back in the TRC will be next on their list. If this is what it takes to stop that, then I'll fight too!
Let's go.
Tsubasa! You came after all!
Well, you didn't leave us much choice. I was kinda hoping you'd be fine to win this without me. If I don't step in now, though, we're all gonna be royally screwed.
I'm so dizzy. I've already thrown up a bunch of times, and it feels like I'm not even connected to my body anymore. But I've decided to give this my best shot. I'll do whatever I can to help out.
Thanks, guys. I'll leave the enemies over there to you then.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Anyway, we got those Revivo machines or whatever up and running, right? If they do kill us, I'll come back and really let them have it.
What's the matter, Eito? I'm a little overwhelmed. Seeing these two in their class armor ready to fight. But I'll be okay. Now that they're here, I'm not afraid anymore. I don't know how to explain it, but all my fatigue from before is gone. It's amazing how much difference it makes having friends by your side. So long as we keep trusting and supporting each other, I'm sure we'll be able to blaze our way to a brighter future. Let's turn this battle around and show them what we can do together!
That's what's going on. Previously, I said that he really gave off Makoto vibes, or like main character vibes, even though he's not the main character, and I'm starting to get it. This is literally the kind of lines that Makoto was saying. It's just that previously, when Makoto was saying all those lines at the end of Danganronpa, or any of the others said those like really quote-unquote cheesy lines about friendship, it was always like really cool and inspirational and everything. But now, since he's like the side character, all of them are being like, yeah, that's really cheesy as hell. But that's why he was giving off such strong main character energy. Oh shit, she comes with the entire car?
Ready when you are.
Tsubasa is a support fighter specializing in mobility and movement options. Her specialist skill, Special Mechanic, prevents fatigue regardless of how many actions she takes. Interesting. Current attack on an enemy in front inflicts damage. Attack -1 on the target. Buffs ally movement, heals fatigue, and adds move +10 to all allies in range? Damn. What is his movement?
Just watch me.
Raku is a mid-range attacker that specializes in taking out many enemies at once. He automatically gains attack +1 when the voltage meter is 100% or more from the specialist skill Special Vibes. Selecting a destination. After selecting a skill, you can select a green space to move your character to before attacking. Doing this means you can select your target after moving. Making it useful for long-range attacks that require you to keep your distance from the enemy. Crazy shit. Let's go.
Leave it to me.
Is there a reason?
Watch out!
I really want to look through all of their specialist skills. Because I thought their specialist skills were just their ults. Now I feel like I've been missing out on... Users immune to fatigue. Okay, so no, that is, it's their passives. All of them have passives. Users immune to fatigue. She can't, no matter how many moves she takes, she won't be fatigued. Special Vibes. Attack +1 when voltage is at 100% more. Allows use of retry and wave reset. Adds armor +1 for each phase, which I knew about that. User skill change when fatigued. Oh yeah, that's right. Special push. User gains random buff after taking an action. Okay.
Let's go! Fine.
Oh, yup, I forgot. Her skill changes depending on her fatigue level. Check crush and attack. Flicks move -3, flight +2. heals the user's fatigue. So she still has the cross shape. Nice, her fatigue is gone now. Does that mean all three of them have to be defeated at the exact same time? So that's crazy.
Full throttle!
Let's do this!
Take that!
I've got this. There! All right.
Let's freaking go!
Let me handle it. Get the hell out of my way!
Let's do it to it! Take that! Okay, okay! Get away from me!
Turn now. Shit.
This is bad.
Let's freaking go!
I'm taking the wheel! Ready when you are! I'm taking the wheel!
Here we go.
Okay, that does 6 attack. How much attack does her move do?
I'm good whenever! Ready when you are!
6.
I'm good whenever! They're gonna hear this engine roar!
That's 1.
You can take it from here!
Say when. Let's do this. Gotcha.
That's 2.
Take care of the rest. Yes, leave it to me.
That's 3.
Guess
Wait.
who's back?
There's another wave. Oh, shit. Oh, very bad. Very not good. Yeah, the fact that it said wave 2 end instead of just being done means that it's not bad. That's the commander.
Confused? What's next? A giant Mac?
Actually, I think that's this commander's true form.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
So then, if we take it out, this will be over.
Hey, Tsubasa, that class weapon of yours is freaking sweet. It's like some kind of tricked out car or something.
Thanks. The first time I used it, it was a total disaster. I spewed all over the interior. But this time, I've got the sick bag and tinted windows so I can fight with total peace of mind.
Oh, That's great.
No matter how strong the enemy we're facing is, I won't be afraid anymore. Knowing you all have my back gives me limitless courage. I feel like I could take on the whole world right now. When we fight side by side, we become more than the sum of our parts. We're more than just a scattered group of fighters. We're a team! Let's do this, everyone! With our powers combined, there's nothing we can't do!
Sheesh. I got embarrassed just standing here listening to you say all that.
Squad 2 Commander? And what was the original one? Shit. Shit. Very big shit. Fuck. Okay. Not good. Not good, not good.
Rev it up!
I'll show you what's up. Let it loose! Let me at him!
It's killing game time! Fine. Let me alone!
Charge skills. When an enemy uses a charge skill, purple warning spaces will appear before the attack is launched during their next turn. You can stop the charge skill from activating by reducing an enemy's armor to 0. Interesting. So the boss is about to use one? Yes.
I'll show you what's up.
How much damage does that do? Oh, it would only do one to the shield. For the time being, that's not the best play.
Let's give it to him! Let her rip!
Say when.
Let's do it to it! Okay, okay!
We better get moving.
Let's freaking go! Rev it up!
Just watch me. Get the hell out of my way!
Damn.
Well, this isn't good.
That got me.
Guess I'm I quit!
Damn, I am not good at keeping the army alive.
All out of gas.
This is bad, right? I can still go on.
Leave it to me. Ready when you are. Let's ride. Felt that one, didn't you?
We're in serious trouble here. Hey! Yes! I can still go on.
I guess it's my turn. I'm ready whenever.
That ain't nothing. Eat this! It ain't over yet. Let her rip! Oh yeah! Can't slow me down. I still got gas. Knocked it out of the park!
Yes, leave it to me. Got it! Nice! I'm ready whenever. You're in the way! I guess it's my turn. Here we go! All well and good.
This is bad, right?
Unfortunately, that's the most I can do. Except that, at least.
I can still go on. Let's do this!
I'm having him use his last
Pretty
resort because he's low on.
Huh?
Low as is.
Let's go. Let's do this. Here we go.
Oh, so they can meet up with the others?
I'm hanging in there.
We better get moving.
Fuck! This is bad, this is bad, this is bad.
Weak. Ready when you are. Let's do this.
Yes, leave it to me. You're in the way! I guess it's my turn. Got it! Nice! We better get moving.
Say when.
got gas. It ain't over yet. That ain't nothing.
Good to go. Here we go. Gotcha.
I'm stunned. Can't do anything else.
Yes, leave it to me. I'm ready whenever. Allow me to take them down. I'll leave the rest to you.
Locked and loaded. I'm good whenever. They're gonna hear this engine roar. You can take it from here.
I still got gas.
You'll still have 1 health?
I'm hanging in there. It ain't over yet.
Is that all I can do? Wait, I can attack it again though.
I'm hanging in there.
Let's go. But who will do the finishing blow on the commander?
Hell yeah, I'm back!
I have to make a choice.
Did we win?
Yeah, I think so.
So, what do we do with this one?
This one? Oh. I see what you mean.
Can't leave it alive or it'll just come after us again.
Guess one of us will have to strike the finishing blow like Mistress Hiriko did before. It's kind of a lot of effort, though. Who wants to do it?
The finishing blow? You mean kill them?
Not like it's a real person or anything. It's just an invader.
Hey, why can this one use Hemoanima anyway? Just how many of the invaders have powers like ours?
We still don't know. Hiruko might have been able to tell us, but...
We can talk about this later. We gotta hurry or it's gonna revive.
Even if it's our enemy, I don't relish the thought of sucking out its power and leaving it a dried up husk. But I guess somebody's gotta do it.
I'm trying to debate between Takemaru and Takumi right now.
Guess I've got no choice. This is it. You're finished.
Determination complete. Takumi Sumino's Hemoanima is boosted. Special attack +1, voltage gains +10. I use Takumi a fair bit, so it makes sense to boost him. Damn. S, and then C. Oof. That is a drop off. Yeah, I was letting us get... We lose Hiriko and suddenly I went to shit. I know what it is, it's that defense rate. That's abysmal. I was struggling to protect it. Phew, it's finally over. Honestly, I thought it'd be a lot worse. Yeah, I didn't get as nauseous as I was expecting. I think my class armor helped to settle my stomach or something.
Hey!
Hey, I got something to say to you two. Uraraka came stomping up and slammed his hand on Gaku's shoulder. I had you all wrong. You were great out there. Huh? Oh, thanks. We couldn't have won that battle without you, and your class weapons were so freaking badass. You think so? Yeah, you should let me take yours for a spin sometime, Gaku. I want to pull off one of those cool headshots on you. Shoot the enemy, not me. Of course, for yours too, Tsubasa. You were drifting around the battlefield like you were in some kind of off-road stunt rally. Really? Thanks. Most people don't know good driving technique when they see it. Let's lay off the high fives and shoulder slaps, though, okay? Probably smell pretty funky right now. Finally coming together as a team. I'm not sure if my heart can handle this much emotion. Do you need to go lie down for a few minutes? This calls for a celebration. Let's fire up the Rational-Matic and... Second thought. It's late, and I'm beat. Let's do it tomorrow instead. Yeah, it's practically morning already. We're all going to need our rest. And I really need to take a shower. Yawn. Oh man. Things would be so much easier if I could stay awake while I'm asleep. Feeling triumphant yet exhausted from another successful battle, we shuffled back to our rooms for some well-deserved rest. Phew. The moment I got back to my room, I let out a huge sigh and collapsed into the bed. I was too tired to even lift a finger. All that stress and fatigue really added up. How long am I going to have to keep doing this? I hadn't forgotten Hiriko, or the weird ghost boy, but I couldn't summon the energy to think about them right now. Just let me sleep. And I closed my eyes and almost immediately sank into a deep, dreamless sleep. I opened my eyes. I was awake, but... In pain? Did something happen? My legs hurt. My arms hurt. My neck, chest, and abdomen hurt. I hurt in places I didn't even know the correct anatomical term for. My whole body was one big mass of muscle pain. Guess I overdid it. I had no idea yesterday I put so much strain on my body. Our previous battles had left me pretty tired the day after, but never like this. What time is it, anyway? I struggled to sit up, tentatively raising my head until I could see the clock on the wall. It's past 1 p.m. already. Wow, I really slept in. I didn't feel refreshed at all. Even after hauling myself out of bed and getting dressed, I still only felt half awake. I wonder how everyone else is doing. I'll go see if they're in the cafeteria. Forcing myself to move, I slowly made my way toward our usual meeting place, my back hunched over like an old man's. When I finally got to the cafeteria, I wasn't sure whether to be surprised or deflated by what I saw. I'm guessing there's barely anyone in there.
Good morning, Takumi. How are you feeling today?
Yeah, that about sums it up. Is that all the fighters we have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think those were the 2 new ones. Yeah, and since Hiriko's nowhere to be found, yeah, that's everyone that's fighting.
You took your sweet time. I only got here a minute ago too, though.
Hey guys. Are your muscles hurting as much as mine?
Not just my muscles. My throat feels like it's been lined with sandpaper. All that throwing up must have inflamed it.
I don't even know if I can lift a pair of chopsticks right now.
Darumi has encountered a fatal error and has to shut down. She will continue in power-saving mode until fully charged.
Congratulations on another win, everybody. Go ahead and order whatever you want. You've earned it.
Huh.
Stay where you are. We'll bring it to you. Thank you. The Tsukumo twins went back and forth to the Ration-O-Matic bringing us our breakfast. Or was it lunch? Here's your avocado cheeseburger, Tsubasa. Add a thick layer of peanut butter as a nice little extra. You shouldn't have. I mean, you really shouldn't.
Yeah!
And for Mr. Marco, a bowl of rice with thin strips of cow flesh on top. Is this really food? Must be a working class schmo thing. Hey, insulting me is one thing, but don't diss Gyodon. How come you're being so nice today, Ima? Nice for you, I mean.
Uh-huh.
I just want to make sure you have all the nourishment you need to recover your fighting strength. If the invaders launched another attack while you were in this state, we'd all be up the proverbial creek without a paddle. Don't say that, you're gonna jinx it. Probably won't happen that soon, but there will be other attacks. Last night proved they're not shy about attacking at night either. So we gotta live in constant fear of when our next battle's gonna be. Rotten luck just keeps getting rottener. Speaking of the future, what are we going to do from here on? I think I know what everyone's going to say, but I'd like to make sure. Sorry I didn't help out with the food. I was worried that you might catch my chronic loseritis while your immune system's already under so much stress. Feel free to keep ignoring me, by the way. Think of me as some kind of gremlin that randomly makes noises now and then. Except, you know, not a cute one. I gotta keep living like this for another 80-something days? That isn't rotten luck. I don't know what is. Meet up now. I'm going to make sure you have all the nourishment you need to recover your fighting strength. I need you to protect me and my dear sister, after all. I'll bring your food to you. Just tell me what you want. At least this way I can help out the rest of the team. I'm exhausted. My whole body's sore and my throat still hurts from throwing up so much. I'm so freaking tired. Hope this ain't gonna take long. I'm too tired to go on living. I'm gonna just veg out until I feel better. What's this about our future plans, Eito? First, we lost Sire. Now it looks like Hiriko isn't coming back either. So should we keep looking for her, or choose a new leader? Should we keep defending the school like before? We need to consider our options. I almost forgot about that. Did she really have some kind of secret passage out of here? No. She was murdered by the traitor hiding in our ranks. Quit it, you're going to make everyone paranoid. Guys, knock it off. It ain't cool to speak ill of the dead. But she's still alive, she'll probably come back and explain herself soon enough. Thank you, Eito. I'm glad someone finally mentioned that. Sire and Hiriko both knew something about this war, and disappeared before they could tell us about it. We may have to accept that we're never going to learn the whole truth. Knowing that, what do you all think we could do from here? What do you all think we should do from here on out? It's not like we can leave. Nothing we can do is run out of the 100 days. All that stuff about going home when we're done. Is it still gonna happen without Sire here? I wish we knew that much, at the very least. We're supposedly here on a vital mission to defend the future of humanity. Isn't that right? Surely the people in charge wouldn't leave us here unsupervised. There's gotta be some way to contact them, whoever they are. Sire must have been in charge of that, too. Now that he's gone, we're probably cut off. For a mission this important, you'd think they'd have some fail-safes in place, wouldn't you? Maybe everything Sire told us was a lie, and this whole thing is a twisted reality show set up by cadre ultra rich dudes. Probably out there right now, sipping champagne and getting off on seeing us suffer. Part of that was funny. This really sucks, though. At least before we had some hope of learning the truth. I know it's frustrating to have all these unanswered questions, but the invaders are targeting this school. There's no doubt about that. That means the part about there being something important here is true. Why else would they keep attacking so persistently? So I think the 100-day time limit must have a grain of truth in it as well. What is something like being uploaded and it's going to take 100 days? Whatever it is, that means that after the 100 days are up, the thing that's being defended won't need to be defended anymore. So it has to be something like that, like a machine or a computer, something being uploaded or something. I don't doubt something will happen on the 100th day. As to whether that will include us going home, all we can do is have faith that it will. I guess so. We don't really have any other option, do we? We'll be okay. It'll all work out in the end, one way or another. Yeah, let's go with that. I seriously don't want to think about this anymore. The only way I'm gonna get through this is by focusing on all the awesome stuff I'll do once I get home.
Yeah!
I'll be hailed as the hero who saved mankind. Money, honor, women, they'll all be mine for the taking. Everyone who made fun of me will get their just desserts, and the world will enter a new era, with me leading the way. You're starting to sound like a supervillain now. We spent a little longer in the cafeteria, eating a meal that was breakfast, lunch, and dinner all rolled into one. Once we were done, we went back to our rooms. I was still aching all over, but at least I had a full stomach. Is there free time for the night? Probably not, with him hurting that bad. This really hurts. Back in my room, I collapsed onto the bed and just lay there for a while. Staying on my feet was too much effort. I'd already wasted most of the day doing nothing, although after last night's battle, maybe that was only natural. In fact, it was probably better for me to take it easy and allow my body to recover. I'm surprised we're 18 days in, and it was like day 3 he saw the ghost. Like day 3 or 4 was when Siri went missing, and he still hasn't mentioned it to the group. Maybe I'll take a shower and hit the sack. I spent the rest of the day lying in bed, not doing anything noteworthy. Before I knew it, my 18th day at Last Defense Academy had passed me by. So I'm guessing every 10 days new rooms are going to open up, and if that's true, tomorrow new rooms should open up.
Up and Adam troops, time to rise.
Or maybe today? Because that's another new animation, and the last time we saw him doing something different was when he opened the leisure room. Oh, and maybe what he's opening, he's going to be doing something in regards to the rooms he's opening. The last time he opened up a rec room and a leisure lounge, both things where you relax, and he was chilling back in a chair with champagne. Now he's working out, so maybe there's going to be like a gym or something like that. Or maybe like 2 rooms that are like gym related, and that's why he's on some exercise equipment. Well, we'll see. Though I would have expected it would be every 10 days. Troops, 10 rounds.
Get ready for your 19th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Wait, 19? Well, that's a good round number. A real milestone if ever I heard one. In honor of the occasion, I've prepared...
Yep, I was right. Even though I was expecting it to be on day 20, he'd open the rooms. I thought it was going to be in days of 10s, but I guess that's to keep us on our toes. Wait, 19.
I've unlocked some new facilities. Feel free to check out the garage on the 1st floor and the library on the 2nd.
Okay, so I was wrong about it relating to the rooms. However, I was right that him having a new animation meant something.
The VR machine in the trading room's been updated too. All part of the service.
Nice.
Be sure to sharpen up your skills, allow your creativity to bloom, and slaughter the vile invaders more efficiently than ever.
Nice. Ow, ow, ow. Pain in my muscles wasn't completely gone, but I felt a lot better than I did yesterday. What's the idea of making the 19th a milestone day anyway? All that good round number stuff made no sense. Yeah, wouldn't 20 be the round number? Probably wanted us to call him out on it and watch us squirm. Now he's getting worked up about it now. Yeah, that makes sense. He was originally supposed to be here, so it makes sense that he was planning on having us have a reaction to it, but now that's not gonna happen.
Huh?
I guess I should go take a look at the new rooms. The training room being updated probably just means that there's a new modules. So I'll check out the actual genuine new rooms. I guess we could start with the library since it's the first one on the way down. There it is. Yeah, I was just checking to make sure there wasn't someone on this floor, but nope, if there's gonna be someone, they're gonna be in the library. Already. Oh my god, that's an 18 plus section in the back right. I just saw the 18 with the 0 and the line through it. Dharmi's gonna go straight for that section with the erotic books. Sure enough, this is the library. This is wonderful. They've got a huge selection of titles from all kinds of genres. I don't think I've ever seen this many books. Not even in the TRC's libraries. Damn. Uh-huh. How about that? I'm not much of a reader, so I never really thought about how many books we have. Believe me, this is impressive. I used to spend most of my spare time reading. Being around people always made me nervous. Books were my refuge from the world. Damn, I felt that. That's who I used to be. I was a massive bookworm that hid from the world in the libraries. I kind of miss when I was that person. Though I'm glad I'm more social now, but I remember being that person. Ito doesn't hesitate to speak his mind anymore. I guess this experience has helped bring him out of his shell. How about you, Shoma? Do you like to read? Do you have a favorite book? If you think I'll have anything interesting to add to this conversation, you're going to be disappointed. I don't read, or watch TV, or play video games, or engage with any kind of media worth talking about. Sorry for being so thoroughly uninteresting. That's okay. So is it only books here? Nothing extra, like the Gift-O-Matic in the rec room? I don't think so, although there are some rather unusual choices on the shelves. There's guides on combat techniques, military strategy, that kind of thing. They might teach us something that can help us against the invaders. I think that's more your area of expertise than mine. That's fair. I'll let you know if I come across anything useful. Thanks, Ito. Reading study has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. I want to know about this back right restricted area. Is it okay to enter? It doesn't seem like a good idea. Damn it. PC you can use to search for books. It's not connected to the internet. When this thing plays, practically gives me a heart attack. That's a lot of books. I'm not sure if they'll be useful to me since I seldom read. Is there anything else in this room I should be checking out? Looks like no, so I'm just gonna push F and check. Nope, those are the only three: the monitor, the restricted area, and the PC. You all look so cool out there on the battlefield. I wish I could be like that, but I'm not getting my hopes up. I'll never be able to fight. I'm too much of a loser and a weakling. No, it's not easy, but maybe you could try working through those problems? You shouldn't expect too much from me. Trust me, you'll only be disappointed in the end. I'm no more remarkable than a generic background character. You could change my name to Random Guy and it wouldn't make much difference. You're better off just ignoring me. What a relaxing place. I think I'll come here when my symptoms flare up. Your condition gives you chest pains and stuff, right? Would taking deep breaths help? It might. If it wasn't for the smell. What smell? When the symptoms are really bad, my smell, vision, and hearing all get more acute, inducing a kind of sensory overload. Huh. Sorry to hear that. I still don't know what Ito's condition is exactly, but I do worry about him. How does the Revival-Matic deal with this? If it brings him back after death, does it replicate his disease as well? That's a great question. That was something I was wondering too, is how they, like, how the Hemo Anima hadn't helped with either of their conditions. Like, it makes them stronger, but it doesn't do anything about their conditions. Maybe that's why it's important to know who's who? But then, would that mean that they're intentionally being made to keep their diseases? Seems kind of fucked. There's only so much we can figure out though on our own. There's so much we don't know. And won't know for a while. Oh, all of these are rooms we haven't unlocked yet. That's what those are about. So at some point this will get unlocked. This whole time I've been wondering what all these locked up things are about. If that's the case though, and this is the only one left on floor 2. Oh, no, I'm wrong. There's another kind of training room here. Any locked rooms here? There's this. The garage is down here. Here's the garage. So that was locked up at one point. Oh, there's a room right there. Garage. Interesting.
Huh?
Oh, this is the garage, huh? There's some cool stuff in here. Tsubasa's definitely gonna love that. Cool doesn't even begin to cover it. Look at this, isn't it awesome? And that over there, wow, you never find these things in such good condition. So it seems like there's a place for everyone in the school that'll eventually open up, because she's the nerd one that likes the workshop type stuff, and Eito's the one that likes books and stuff. Look at this, isn't it? Look at this, isn't it awesome? And that over there, and wow, you never find these things in such good condition. You sure seem excited. Well, duh. I never expected the school's lineup of facilities to include the workshop of my dreams. If you ever want to make adjustments to your class weapon, just let me know. I'd be glad to handle any customization work. Customize my class weapon? Yup, this place has everything. Aren't our class weapons supposed to be, like, manifestations of our will to fight, channeled through our blood or something? Is it even possible to customize them? To be honest, I'm not 100% sure on the details either. There's equipment here specifically designed to do just that. I have a feeling I'll be spending a lot of time here. I'll have this gear up and running faster than you can say manganese tricarbonate. Manganese? Yeah, no, wow, I knew Tsubasa was into machines, but I had no idea she could get this passionate about them. Oh boy, I can't wait to get started. Who wants to be first? It doesn't have to be a complete overhaul. Just let me tweak it a little. Whoa, calm down, Tsubasa. I know you're excited, but let's take things slow, okay? New skills development has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. Oh, so is this how Hiriko had 2 skills? It's the manual for this device. There's lots of detailed information inside. Fireplace. I can't click on it. Okay, so I'm guessing this means that we'll be able to get, those of us that only have 1 skill will be able to get a second one. Because she came with 2 skills too, just like Hiriko, it's just that both of hers were level 1. Dismembered corpse here either. I've been looking all morning too. Ugh, this is taking way too long. Aren't we ever gonna find Mistress Hiriko's body? Hey, come on. We don't know for sure that she's dead. For all we know, she might just... Of course she's dead, dingus! Don't be so naive. Once we find the body, I'll take one of her fingers from my collection. I can make it into an earring, so then we'll always be together. I'm not too sure how it works, but a lot of this equipment is designed for work on class weapons. Who's been modified or specially treated so it can affect our Hemo Anima. And how does that work? know it's no use overthinking it, but it just raises so many questions. Indeed. This device upgrades class weapons. I should try it out sometime. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, well it looks like I can't right now. Okay, so the manual. Water. Curious, what's inside the screen? Would you also be able to dismantle it? Great question. That's all for in here. I'm gonna back out. All that's left is the training room. Guess I'll see what's been updated. Who's in here then? Last time I was Hiriko. Oh hey, Takumi. You came to check out this room too, huh? Yeah, I was curious about what this update to the VR training machine is all about. Looks like they added some new scenarios for us to try out. Actually, no, wasn't it him in? Nah, it doesn't matter. But, I was curious about this. Looks like they added some new scenarios for us to try out. Or scenarios. It might actually be kind of fun. You want to jump in with me sometime and see who can get the best score? Yeah, let me get back to you on that. Tomorrow seems like a competitive time. I don't think I'd be able to keep up if you really got... I don't think I'd be able to keep up if you got really into it. New VR training missions have been unlocked. You can access them during your free time. Okay, I've taken a look at all the new rooms and facilities that we unlocked today. So they were unlocked today. I think I'll go back to my room and decide what to do next. Even after a full day's rest, I'm still tired. I let out a long, long breath and felt any motivation to do something productive drain away. Instead, I made for the comforting embrace of my bed. My aches and pains are more manageable now, but I still wasn't in peak form, not by a long shot. Maybe I'll just rest my eyes for a minute. I lay down and let my body go completely limp. I wasn't going anywhere else today. So I snoozed away my 19th day at Last Defense Academy in relative peace and comfort. How many days has it been now? It was day 16 was the day that we were supposed to get the information for Hiriko. So 16, 17, 18, 19.
Up and Atom Troops! Time to rise and shine!
Something is about to happen. Because on the 20th day, on the 10th day, he was wearing the costume too. But it wouldn't make sense for him to be wearing the costume to give us new facilities because he just gave us facilities. Which means that something else is about to happen.
Get ready for your 20th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness.
Or am I wrong?
Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Guess I was wrong. So I'm guessing every 10 days he'll wear that suit, even if he doesn't do anything. Also, I was out of bed and on my feet. I stretched, feeling my back, arms, and legs straightening out for the first time in a while. I guess last night finally did the trick. I feel so much better now. Looks like I'll be able to have a normal day today. Okay, so he's not sore anymore. Looks like I'll be able to have a normal day today. I'll head to the cafeteria and see how everyone else is doing. Something crazy gonna happen? When I got to the cafeteria, there was nobody. Guess I'm here first. Well, stranger things have happened. I'll grab some breakfast and wait for them. I sat there on my own for a few minutes until the door finally opened and someone else walked in. Ah, hello Takumi. What a pleasure to see you first thing in the morning. Oh wow, he really was just the first one there. Making it sound like we woke up together. It's kind of strange for the others not to be here yet, isn't it? You think they're still asleep? Could be. A lot of them stayed up late last night, even past the evening announcement. Really? Why'd they do that? Some of them wanted to keep snacking, others were using the new facilities. They were pretty much just doing whatever they felt like. Does that count as freedom or anarchy? Maybe a little of both. Yeah, when both Sirei and Hiriko were there, everyone was sticking to the rules, but with no one to really keep everyone in line, there's no real reason to pay attention to the announcement anymore, huh? We don't really have any authority figures here anymore. It's like if students at a regular school were given free reign with no teachers or student council. I'm glad they're enjoying themselves, of course, but I can't help thinking we should be using this time to come up with some new strategies. I don't know. We never know what the enemy is going to do until they show up. How do you plan for that? Plus, those guys would never go along with strategy meetings or group training sessions or anything like that. At least, not without someone to organize it all. You're saying we need a new leader. Why don't you do it, Takumi? I think you'd do a wonderful job. Me? You've got to be kidding. I'm not leader material. I disagree. You're considerate of others, you always have our backs in battle, and you never give up hope. I'd be proud to follow someone like you. Knock it off. You're making me blush. I'm telling you, I don't handle responsibility very well. Well, if you really don't want to, I won't force you. A leader or no leader, we'll still be there for each other when it counts. That's what being friends is all about. Whatever happens, we'll be okay, right? Right. We'll find a way to make it work. None of the others came to the cafeteria that morning. It was just me and Eito. We talked for a little longer before heading back to our rooms. Huh. That feels strange. No Sirei. Oh. It wasn't just them staying up. It's the fact that they no longer feel like they have to go to the cafeteria. Normally, like, everyone showing up in the cafeteria was just how things have been, but I guess now there's no real reason for it. Right now it's liberating, but this lack of discipline could lead to problems later down the line. And again, I can't imagine any of us stepping up to lead the unit at this point. Dwelling on it won't help, though. I'm sure I can find a better use for myself. I've got access to new places now, and after all the sleeping I've been doing lately, I prefer to do something active today. The garage has been unlocked. You can now develop new skills. That was something I was interested in. Use your free time wisely to develop powerful skills. From now on, you can upgrade class weapons from the VR training room and the garage. Oh. The library has been unlocked. You can now do reading study. You can raise the grade of your choice by studying. You can raise the grade of your choice by reading books related to that subject during reading study. Since you can only choose to increase one specific grade at a time, make sure you take advantage of this option as needed. Okay, I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. It's getting a little late. I could continue further, don't get me wrong. I definitely have a desire to. But I do have to work tomorrow. Not stupid early, but at the same time, I should head to bed sometime soon and start preparing for all that. So as much as I'd like to continue, I feel like if there's ever a good time to do it, it's going to be right now. Since we're in free time, because if something was to happen, like something really cool was to happen, let me save the game really fast. Save. So it's gonna be 115. Nice. Oh, it auto-saved like not even a minute before. Literally 1 minute prior it auto-saved. That's kind of crazy. That's fine. Yeah, if something really cool was to happen, like I was to continue playing, and then it was to be like we found some crazy development, I wouldn't want to quit. I'd want to keep going. And then choosing to stay up for an extra hour playing could easily turn into choosing to stay up for another 3 hours playing. And that's what I'm more worried about. Because I could easily do that. I love these games. I could easily see myself grinding even further. Because that's what really gets me about these games. That's like what really, really gets me about these games, is that I keep playing. And then something exciting will pop up, like wanting to find out what happened with Hiriko was pushing me to keep playing. And I still do want to know what happened. We still don't know. There's a lot we don't know, and just more and more questions keep popping up. But right now is a good, decent place to stop, right? You know. And if another new development was to pop up, I probably wouldn't stop again until there was another free time, and who knows when that would be. It could be another 3 to 4 hours beyond the free time. So, like, let's say there was like 3 days of free time, and that was like an hour and a half. Then another 3 hours past that, suddenly it's 6 in the morning, and yeah, we don't need that. At least I don't. So I'll stop it here, and I will get back to playing tomorrow. So thank you all again so much for joining me. I look forward to part 4. I can't say tomorrow. As much as I want to say tomorrow, I can't with 100% certainty. If not tomorrow night, after I get back from work, which is going to be a big if, because, again, once I get back, I'm probably just going to rest. If not tomorrow night, definitely Monday, sometime Monday. But, alright, I'll let y'all go for now. Later. And click.